We're about to go live. Has anyone got a gun? Is anyone nude? What's the deal?
I
Well, we
can be
started this
mute.
now.
I've been here before.
Hi, we're live.
Hey.
The thing.
Hi.
I guess this is gonna be the season 1 of Transformers United live stream. I guess we're just gonna talk about the series. Hunter, this was your plan. What are we doing?
Guide us.
Talk about the series. You just said it.
Yeah, but like about what?
Everything.
Yeah, help some.
Like, well, basically just any topic that's of interest. What people thought about characters, what people thought about the story, just stuff like that. We did it for episode 1 and 2, and there wasn't much to go off of. So we'll just talk about the whole season 1 in general, and just kind of, obviously people who are watching are encouraged to ask us questions. But
Yes.
I'd like to hear from the cast, because this is the first time a lot of us have been in the same hangout. So I'd like to hear from everybody.
Scary.
So we have more on the way. Obviously, it's not just going to be us four.
Yes,
But,
if all goes well, we can have the entire cast. If not, we'll get as many as we can.
Yeah. What about Bradley? What's he doing?
Doing dishes.
No.
I don't know.
Seems legit.
But I guess since we're here, if you guys want to go through and introduce yourselves and like what character you do for the series, that would be a good way to start.
Yep, I'm Freak of Nature 96, and I play Air Raid. And nobody else.
All right.
There was a problem. The series needed more Air Raid. He's the underdog character. I'll stop starbilling.
Okay, other Alex.
I voiced Alpha Bravo in an episode.
Yeah,
You were greatly appreciated in that episode.
Yeah.
very vital.
Oh yeah.
Kyle, go ahead.
Okay, I'm All Hail Megatron 1000. I voice Motormaster, Firefly, and Menasor.
And what else do you do?
Nothing.
That's not true.
Everything.
Yes, that's it. You film it, you edit it, you help write it,
labor.
everything important about it.
Without whom none of us would be here.
No. That credit goes to the next gentleman to introduce himself.
I am Hunter, also known as Lockbot CRM. I voice, well, let's see here.
There's a long list.
Yeah, it is a long list. Ratchet, Ironhide, Starscream, Sunstreaker, Skydive, yeah, Dragstrip.
It's not as if he's holding all the best roles for himself.
And computer voices Soundwave. We got a glimpse of him in episode 10. So that's kind of me.
Why don't you explain how you do that?
Well, basically I use a unnamed text-to-speech engine, and then I run it through an iPad app that kind of vocodes it, and that's how I make it.
Interesting.
So
Hunter also is the primary writer. After like episode 4 or so, he just wrote all like the rest of the episodes in like a matter of a couple days and sent them to me in mass emails.
And it shows, because one, not my best work, but that's why we're here.
I wouldn't say that. It didn't suck, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, true.
It was really good, and if it wasn't also for Hunter, the series wouldn't have happened. I didn't think of the idea. It hadn't even crossed my mind to do anything Combiner Wars related.
Mm.
It's actually because of Hunter I even got into Combiner Wars. I wasn't going to.
You're welcome.
Well, it's good because there isn't that much in the way of combiner themed series out there. So you've certainly hit a niche.
I wasn't planning to originally. I was gonna like, oh, I don't need them, and then he comes and pitches this idea, which is irresistible. Like, damn it, now I have to get into those toys.
Should let's
Positive
talk.
business.
Let's talk about the pitch. Initially starting the series, what I said to you about where the idea came from.
Yes. Well, the story starts with him in several like live stream tests, or just over like comments too, just saying, "Hey, we need to talk," or "Hey,
Great
we should
pitch.
talk." And then eventually he actually comes through and pitches this idea, and he has like an entire characters list and then story arcs listed for what he came prepped. I will say that.
All we need to do is film and write and get people to do it. That's it. The rest is already there in this big production
Yeah.
Bible.
It's kind of a perfect match of Kyle's skills behind the camera and me being able to write, which I mean that doesn't even work all the time, but for the most part. But yeah, I think the exact words I used to pitch the series to you was, I want to make a show about what it takes to be a combiner and what it means to be a combiner. And we just expanded on it from there. And if you like it so far, season 1 is just a taste of what all we've got planned.
Ooh.
Yes.
At least in season 2. At least in season 2, there'll be more of me to voice her in there.
Yeah. Alex gets a lot more characters in season 2. He takes over some of mine, so my list will be as long.
Yeah, I'll be taking Sunstreaker for you.
Yeah. That works. Good stuff.
Excellent.
So.
No, it's really good. I do also remember a conversation where you said I had to up my stop motion game if I was going to make the series.
And up you did.
At the time he pitches the idea, I would say I maybe took what should be like 10 pictures normally. I did that in probably 2 or 3. So I was really bad. Said, oh, you have to up your game if you're going to do this. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Cool.
Well, I mean, it shows, doesn't it? I mean, it's,
Yeah, it does, actually. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity where it's like, oh, I got to kind of force myself to improve now.
Yeah, because it's normal Transformers is fair enough, but when it comes to combiner stuff, it just adds a whole level of difficulty.
Oh yeah. Especially with that with Menasor. Speaking of him, he's really hard to stand up in his normal configuration.
Yeah.
And
So I think that's why he's mostly done in video clips in the series.
yeah, like like when you were doing the stop motion with him in the grass, I was surprised he even stood up.
Oh, there was
I was
a hand on
wondering
him
that as well.
most of the time.
The scene where Optimus has him in a suplex or whatever, and he drops him to the ground, I was like, it was only a matter of time that he would just naturally fall.
Just wait and film that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty interesting to do, actually. I just kind of pushed him. Such a great technique.
Just
Like, okay, they're balanced just enough. Okay, click. Push. Not doing it again. I don't want to go through that struggle.
Yeah.
So season 2 is the Menasor Falls season. He actually
Nothing but that.
up ever. He just lays there on the ground.
Yeah, that's just the entire season. 26
We're standing on the
episodes.
ground. Help, 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 please, dear. Help.
Just like a turtle on his back. Just like a turtle on his back.
He's not
episode-
getting up.
Each episode is like 20 minutes of Kyle just like trying to get him to stand up when he can't do it.
Menasor, stay.
Guys, Optimus ripped off my arm. I can't.
At least it wasn't your face.
It's like, are you going to do anything, Minosaur? No.
Там слоник.
No, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's best try not to need me. So
Like, I'm here for moral support.
It's much needed.
So, Kyle, you should probably talk about the filming and editing process. So, okay, well let's we did that how to make a series a while ago, but you want to do a brief rundown of how an episode gets made, just to kind of fluff it out.
Okay, I'll go through like the United episode process.
Okay.
So pretty much for each episode, after it was written, we actually sent them out to a couple people. You even see that listed in the credits. It was peer reviewed by 3 or 4 people each episode. And then after they would make their recommendations or changes or whatever, we would go through. I would just, spend all day filming each episode essentially.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the process.
What about the post-production?
Oh, there's nothing special to that.
Hey, here comes Michael.
Trying to build everyone up. Here's Michael.
No, there's Michael, muted.
Yeah, that's how that's how he always shows up. And for once, it's not me that's muting him.
Alright, what are the odds he's going to be wearing the Daredevil costume again?
Just shows up wearing his blind mask, or not mask, glasses, my bad.
Actually, you both have my permission to go fuck yourselves because I'm not wearing either.
hey, come on.
Good start.
For all you know, kids could be watching this and you're just going down swearing.
Down.
Yeah.
Alex, the only kid watching this is you.
This is a family program.
Michael, you're only like a year or two older than me.
So then you're both children.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not the one who's acting like I'm 5 all the time, so.
If you two can't behave in the same room together, we'll have to separate.
We're already separated by like 4 hours, so.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys think it's bad? I'm in the UK. I've got the Atlantic in the way.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go for a nice swim.
Yeah, I'll swim. I'll be there with you in a couple of days.
Yeah,
Don't mind the sharks, they'll just nibble on your toes a little.
It'll only take
I don't need them.
over 3.
I don't need them.
So, Michael, thank you for showing up. Better late than never. You want to introduce yourself and who you voice?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry I had computer trouble, alright? Leave me alone. You
Oh,
should
no,
be grateful I'm
I
even
actually
here.
didn't mean that as like an asshole kind of thing.
Alright.
I'm sorry, you came off as asshole and I had to defend myself.
I'll take that as a compliment that I am the eternal jerk.
Your tone just kind of... Your tone just kind of came off asshole-ish. I
That's nothing-
apologize.
that-
for
that-
that.
I've never
I'll
been
take that as a
saying-
compliment, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, but your tone came off as asshole. It's first for me.
Shut
Pretty
up,
sure that
Alex.
just made my life, actually.
he can now put that on his tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Voice toned asshole.
Michael thinks my voice sounds like an asshole. Life goals for
No, just...
Yeah, exactly.
So, Michael, introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Stealthabot, and I'm the voice of Silverbolt and Dead End in this season of Transformers United. So, yeah.
I was about to punch you if you were going to go any further.
No, he's gonna straight up come on there and just deck you on the table.
Ouch. Ouch, Hunter. That hurt.
Shots fired.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Michael plays a Stunticon and an aerial bot. So he's just like
It's totally the perfect pair-up, right?
he's a traitor.
He's batting for both teams. Not in that way.
Hunter, you should know you kind of dip into everyone's faction.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah, you're all over the place, Hunter. Who are you to judge?
See, that's what I told everybody. I was like, I want to have one character in like every team. So, I have actually 2 of the main Autobots, and then actually 3 of the main Autobots, not anymore. Aerial Bot, a Stunticon, and then one of the main Decepticons. So
Yeah, so you're just kind of like sampling around. You get a little bit of everyone.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I like to see how everyone lives, and You know, I can say I've got my favorite characters and I've got my least favorite characters, and
So who you released?
I really didn't like Sunstreaker because it's so identifiable as me.
Ow!
That's
I
why
felt that.
I Alex.
I felt that.
Whoa. I love how Alex is the one who pops the question, and then like Hunter's like, "Oh, well, I actually hate you." So
Oh, that hurts, man.
Yeah, so I kind of gave it to Alex so that we could have a voice that's not just clearly me in the series, because I don't like doing that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Shots fired at me. Both my characters are clearly me.
You think you've got it bad? I'm attempting an American accent and it's abysmal. I've got no excuse.
Whoa, Michael, why are you in black and white?
You think that's bad? I'm glowing.
Michael's in
I'm
black,
in black
and white.
and white?
Yeah, on my screen you're in black and white.
Okay, then. Well, then your screen is
His
done
color
goofing
is
on
really
you.
muted.
Yeah, I could see you guys perfectly. Everyone else, it's just Michael that's in black and white.
Oh, Michael wants to be special.
Oh yeah.
I am the special one.
Yep, that's why you wear a helmet to school every day. That was bad.
Yeah, Hunter's taking shots at everyone today.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you're a freaking serial killer. God damn.
Ooh.
I'm just waiting for my turn and you don't even know me. This should be fun.
Now, here's like a legitimate question. Who is your favorite combiner?
My favorite combiner?
Yeah, like everyone. It's like, just straight up.
Oh, like in all time or just in season 1?
Yeah, why not both? Just, 'cause there's only like 3 in the first season, so not really. You're pretty much limited.
Yeah, favorite combiner of all time is Computron. I like
Well-
the futuristic vehicle mode and the unified color scheme of him.
Now, here's the tough part for you, at least, since you're a Computron fan. Unite Warriors are regular.
Oh, Unite Warriors all the way.
I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, as much as I love the hands and feet on the new Computron, I mean, since I'm just gonna pull out a random combiner that I have next to me, that all their hands and feet are this, and then you go back to like the nice articulated feet with Computron, it pretty much separates them and doesn't make them look all like uniform.
Yeah, you're right.
As much as those hands and feet are spectacular at least for Hasbro standards, I mean, it would be nice at least if all the combiners came with that at first.
I agree with you.
I have a question.
In season 1, favorite combiner?
Okay, fine. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Alright.
I really dig the Optimus.
I was like, oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I really dig the Optimus aerial bot
Yeah, that was
Unix,
pretty cool.
combo because that combination, and even when he rips drag strip off and puts him on as his own arm.
Yeah, he just casually does that. Like,
Yeah, that was an awesome
Having
clip.
it.
Like he just straight up.
I
just
saw
like-
that in the script, and I'm like,
I'm
I
sorry.
wonder how this is actually going to look when it's being filmed. And it
Oh,
actually
I
looked
wonder
really
that.
good when it was filmed. So props to you, Kyle.
Yeah, that was pretty
Thanks.
cool. He just straight up tore the arm off and put him on him.
Funny story. There was supposed to be electricity
This is like-
shooting out of Metasaur's shoulder, but I put that in, and then it was just too distracting. You couldn't really. It just kind of got in the way of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just wondered if he was going to stop, or whether he was just going to use everyone. I'll have you, and then I'll have you, and I'll stick you on my leg. That would have
well,
been.
that's something we're gonna touch on in later seasons. So
Oh, spoiler.
I won't say anything about like
Ooh,
one of
You get a
the.
leg.
Basically, Kyle and I had a list of questions we wanted people to be asking post season 1, and one of them was why was Optimus able to combine with a Decepticon? So that's something we want you to be asking going into season 2.
Because he got upgraded, like, he got, like, steroids from frickin' Ratchet.
Yeah,
that's not-
Yeah,
Ratchet
Ratchet's the local
It's
steroid.
Optimus
Definitely
Prime
a mix
kind of
of
got, like,
steroids.
Captain America. Like, he kind of just, like, got, like, Captain America from, like, skinny form to, like,
Yeah,
big,
it's pretty-
bulky,
It's pretty much what,
It's
like what happened to like
Rock
Transformers Prime.
leader.
It's like what happened in Transformers Prime. He went from like an
Little bit.
average looking to like a beast.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey guys.
Well,
Hey.
No, I like
Michael.
this original robot design. I wouldn't have called that average.
it was
Yo.
pretty it was a pretty like generic design, like long truck nose.
Are
Yeah.
we discussing the design of Optimus?
Oh yeah, looks like you're keeping up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we're talking about.
I don't know. I
But
thought
yeah,
the transition. Oh, go ahead.
the final, the reason I really like the Optimus Combiner is because he was supposed to be like just 100% savage, and he just was supposed to wreck. And I think that Kyle did a really good job.
Oh yeah, he did.
Him just awesome. So my favorite season 1 combiner is the Optimus and Aerialbot combination.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool little part of this episode there. Probably the best. And then
That was
Megatron's
really
head exploding.
He had so much
Yeah,
rage.
so
and
that
he
was
just-
the thing.
Wait, spoilers. Did you guys give like a pre-warning saying like if you didn't see the episode, you should probably watch that before coming here?
Well, we expect them to watch it if they're watching this.
Yeah, we hope so.
Not-
And if not, go watch it.
Yeah.
No, because it was an awesome episode. I watched it
Okay.
when I got home from school today because I was busy. But I
Oh,
watched it.
Yeah, it was a really nice episode.
Good job, Kyle.
Let
One
feeds mine and
second.
Hunter's egos.
1 second. I shall return quickly.
I have a
Make him introduce
question.
himself.
Yo, what's your
Yeah.
question?
Yeah, shoot.
Okay. So as far as the writing aspect goes, what is one element that you, like looking back on it now, that you kind of would have want to have put in season 1 that you didn't, and why?
Oh, that's an easy answer. And Kyle, do you want to go first, or?
Sure, I would have liked more time with the Stunicons, actually. That's just me personally. They were in for like 3 episodes, and then the rest of the time they were brain dead.
Yeah. For me, when I'm writing and I feel like the story is successfully complete, I usually finish. For those of you, there are plenty of you who are in this chat right now that were involved in the writing process at some point, and you know how it goes. And when we felt the story was complete, we wrapped up the episode. But watching them as actual cinematic pieces, they were way too short and not enough happened in each episode. And so the way I look at it now is season 1 is kind of like a 10-part movie, but in season 2 they're going to feel more episodic and more stuff is going to happen in each episode. So we'll see how that goes. But I wish I would have known. Hindsight's 20/20. I wish I would have known that this much, like 5 pages equals like 10 minutes of screen, and so knowing that and moving into season 2, I think Kyle, we might have doubled the length of the episodes. What do you say?
It's hard to say though, because we changed the format for the scripts.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like the transition between each episode, how it was still like able to connect to each other, but in like a very kind of I'm trying to sound like a professional here, kind of like in a subtle way, but like each time that you can understand like which part connected from which part, like the one and so on. The overall experience with United, being a part of it, is like just as Prowl. I had fun with it, and I kind of hope to continue being part of it because it was cool voicing. I'm not really one to that voice for Prowl would be suitable.
Yeah, we get people asking us all the time. They're like begging us to be a character, and I guess that's a good thing when people are begging you to be in your series. So
Proves people care.
Yeah.
But I will say, for the people who have been asking us to be involved, and we're, I've given the same answer so many times. We don't have anybody. We don't have any characters open. We're full. those people who keep asking us have heavily influenced how many characters we're adding in later seasons so that we can have more of a capacity for different voice actors. So if you guys want to be involved in the series, stick with us. We're going to have more characters in Season 2. If Season 2 does well, we'll have even more than that in Season 3. So we're definitely expanding, and that's totally your guys' doing. Like, everyone who's asked us to be involved, you've had a heavy hand in determining how many characters to throw into the new season.
Yeah, especially with all the combiners that came out so far.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of room for
There's a lot of potential for United. I can see it. Season 1 itself was great alone. I like how you guys started with such a slow pace for the combiners because you're now just introducing it. Like, it was a wise idea to stick with just the main two, Optimus, or not Optimus, Hyperion and Menasor, and then later introducing Optimus for, like, the final battle. I thought that was a really cool decision.
Yeah, especially with that explosion, then him transforming and punching. Oof.
Yeah, that was
awesome. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Following on from that question, surely when you're writing this, because you said you come up with a lot of ideas, you plan Series 2 and probably a bit beyond that. Is there the decision to put, like, when do you sort of say, like, right, we're not going to put this in because this is for in Series 2, but, you know, isn't there not an opportunity to say, well, we really want to put this in Series 1, but they're like where you draw the line?
Where we draw the line, basically, we came up, like, mid-season 1, we came up with bullet points of, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. So they're like bullet points of the objectives of the series. And so we divided them up in terms of these plot lines would go well together, and these plot lines would go well together. And so we kind of took our main list of bullet points and so this is Season 2, and this can go Season 3, and this can go Season 2. Well, if this is in Season 2, then we bump this to Season 3. So we kind of did some shuffling of bullet points. So we have a very rough estimate of what we want to happen in each season, and they all get expanded upon and fleshed out and even changed a little bit. There's stuff that's changed already, just from sitting and kind of letting the ideas marinate. So, but that's how we draw the line of we want to do this in Season 2, and then this happens in Season 3. So the line gets pretty well defined of, okay, we can stop here.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you would mention it in, like, bullet points, because we've got bullet points listed, like, all the way up to, like, this is how we want to do Season 3, and which is really kind of where we're at now.
Yeah.
It's like, how do we want to direct Season 2 so that way, see, it'll lead into Season 3.
Yep. Yeah. And we've got like four. Kyle and I were talking about this morning. We got like 4 episodes left to write for Season 2. Season 2 is almost finished being written. So, you know.
There's going to be some very interesting episodes for that one. If you thought Season 1 was good, Season 2's a million times better.
So.
Wait, what episode are you guys on for Season 2?
I don't have my computer.
Writing-wise.
I'm actually on my iPad right now. My computer is at Best Buy.
How many episodes were we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, I think it was like 14 episodes.
Yeah,
actually.
we're doing 14 episodes, and I think
14 or 15.
14.
I think we're in the middle of 10.
14.
Yeah, we just wanted an even number.
Well, I mean,
I wanted an even number.
We were shooting for 15.
That was so weird. Like, just like. I was expecting 15, but 14 was like, oh. Yeah. Okay.
We were shooting for 15, but when we mapped out, like, this, towards the end of Season 2, when we mapped out what was going to happen in each episode, we just felt like we were stretching it too thin in some spaces, so we decided
it kind of would have been like Season 1, where Season 1 was, not to diss on the writing, but it was a lot, some of the things were stretched and it could have been in, like, the same episode.
I agree. So we didn't want to stretch it too thin, so we just lopped an episode off. So and we just called it 14 episodes.
I look forward to seeing the progression of United. So far, it looks like a really cool series. It kind of gives me like this feeling of like how similar it is to kind of like Mark Creation Studios and stuff and TFX Productions, the way that it is. I don't know how you guys are gonna take that. I can't really find a way to like say it without. I don't know.
Well, as long as you say it's not G1, we try to like say, hey, this is what you expect from G1, and then kind of
No,
that's an objective.
it's totally its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Wow.
a unique series. It's different. It's,
That is the goal.
yeah.
I think the actual original goal for it was actually just to say, like, hey, for everyone who likes G1, this is not that.
Yeah.
Not to kind of pause everything real quick, but how long is this going to be running? Because I'm kind of on Skype with another friend of mine on my phone and kind of have her on hold.
Well, you can leave whenever you want.
Just
That's
Yeah.
up to
you
you.
can bounce in and out. I mean, we're just
Okay.
going to kind of talk for a while.
No, I know. I was
Yeah.
just like asking when it was going to end because I don't want to like miss out on the rest. Like I want to join back. So
Maybe hour and a half.
Well, then you can come back if you need.
Yeah, I mean, if you come back and it's not open, then you missed it. But if you come back and it's still open, then you're welcome to.
Yeah.
okay, well,
It's a
I'll
free
be
thing.
back. But yeah, apologies for stopping everything. I'll be back.
No big
No
deal.
problem.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Now he's gone that Michael guy. Just kidding.
Ah, talking smack, are we?
So yeah, I want to get Bradley in here. I wonder what he's doing.
I'm telling you, he's washing dishes.
For how long?
Forever. That's
Or
all
he's
we-
just like trying to avoid this.
Is
Well,
he
anytime
doing?
you talk to
Is
him,
he
he's
doing?
always
Is it-
washing dishes at some point or another in time.
Is he doing everyone in his neighborhood's dishes? Is he just going to their house? Are your dishes dirty?
If anyone came
Alex,
to my door and said,
Alex,
"Can I wash
why
your
would he be
dishes?"
doing
He's sitting there like, I sense dirty dishes. I have to. I have to do this now.
he just leaps out the window and goes so near his place with dirty dishes.
I
Yeah.
feel a disturbance. Away.
He just becomes a vigilante that
Cleans
cleans people's dishes.
Dirty plate man. Dirty plate man.
And for the enemies he has, he throws dishes at them.
dirty dishes.
He's here to keep the streets clean.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna throw the dirty ones. He's not gonna throw his clean ones. It's like, ooh, I just cleaned that one. No.
No. No.
So Kyle, what's your favorite combiner of all time, and what's your favorite season 1 combiner?
Yes.
Oh, combiner of all time, I would say is Menasor, non-biased.
Hey.
Which kind of leads into, I guess, what my season 1 favorite combiner was.
Oh.
Bradley.
No,
totally
Superior.
Bruticus then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's totally the Optimus
No,
combiner.
Bruticus. That goes.
It's totally Bruticus.
Oh, there goes my favorite combiner of all time.
So Bradley must be watching.
No one cares, Alex.
Because I just messaged Bradley and said, "Hey, can you join a hangout to talk about United?" He says, "Yes, I'll be there very soon. Just busy doing the world's dishes."
Did he actually write that?
Yes!
That is...
Keeping
Okay,
you
so it's
running
good to
joke.
know that he's paying attention. Wait, does that mean you
Oh, we just went
watching?
down a viewer. I bet you're probably right. It probably was Bradley.
We're super meta right now.
Oh my gosh, that just made my day. Thank you, Bradley.
So,
He's out
Minnesota-
And I thought it couldn't get any better than Michael saying my tone was ass-ish.
What about the rest of you guys?
Just wait. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going through this live stream, and more moments are going to happen that are going to be better than.
Yeah,
Both of
this is
those.
just the first.
Yeah, I don't know. Bradley and his dishes, though.
Can we just kind of like throw back to first aid and the glitter cannon?
Oh my god! Don't even get me started with that. I even remember that.
Spoilers!
Maybe?
Stop it!
Oh no! I ruined everything.
Shun him.
No.
Oh, Mom, could I have chips and salsa now?
No.
Oh
No.
my god!
Absolutely.
On the live
Are you eating on a freaking live stream
Not
again?
Yeah, сейчас буду chips and salsa. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna-
appropriate live stream behavior right there.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's tradition for me to eat on every live stream occasion.
So, uh-oh.
We got muted. I didn't say that.
Uh-oh. Stuff's getting real.
Oh, Michael's over there laughing in his black and white color scheme. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, Menosaur's in the way. I'm just.
Yeah.
So, Freak
Yeah.
of Nature, Alex, what was your favorite combiner and Season 1 combiner?
Well, since Bruticus isn't there, well, I gotta say my favorite was probably Superion.
Oh, thanks.
I
Not
really
because of you.
like Bruticus a lot, so he'll be in it at some point.
Oh, okay.
So, fear not, Bruticus fans. I plan on.
Fear not, Bruticus fans. He will not appear in United.
Oh.
Ah!
My God.
Let the riots begin!
Ah.
We're
I
gonna
gotta
get
call-
hounded off the internet.
Oh my God.
I
Now I
know.
gotta
Alex
go.
is literally going to go into a corner and just cry his eyes out right now.
No, something worse might happen. I don't know.
No, man.
I mean, it's a good possibility that we'll see him, considering that Kyle and I both have the figure. So.
Yes.
The
I
funny
guess
thing
if
is,
you
he's-
want to put it like
But
that.
Hunter, you don't animate those, do you?
Some of it, maybe.
Do you?
I might start.
Oh, by the way, some of my friends there, or some of our friends that are watching the stream have told me that they can't comment on the stream.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was watching the stream at the beginning. There's no comment thing or chat, so
That's weird.
No,
I
no one can
odd.
actually like.
Legitimately ask
Sorry.
questions.
There's a Q&A function, but you can't do it through Google.
What?
Like, no, you can do it through Google. You can't do it through YouTube because it's
Oh.
not there.
Yeah, no, I thought it should have been on.
People have to go to Google. I
Everyone
just
to
went
go to
through
Google.
YouTube app before I got here.
That's.
Ooh, thanks, Mom.
I guess we were gonna have to go through Google.
Yeah, that's really gonna have to be it. 'Cause
Well,
I don't
here's
know.
okay. Here's the solution. Post your questions on the episode 10 comment section, and put like Talking United in front of it, and we'll find it.
Oh, that's so loud in my ear. I could just hear crunching.
Alexnalism that you are displaying here. You never cease to be a big failure anymore.
Oh, we have a question from Coolerite.
What's he saying?
He asks, "Is Bruticus gonna be in it?"
No, we established this. We're not putting him in United.
There's gonna be a
Yeah, he
hashtag
actually
war.
texted me that. He's like, no, I want Bruticus.
I'm either confirmed.
No, Bruticus is not gonna be part of United. Wink, wink.
Of course he isn't.
We don't want him.
Of course he isn't. I didn't just get the figure
Bruticus.
just to put him in United.
No, of course not. That was for your own personal interests.
No.
The funny thing is,
How
I'm
about we
such a
put a
big Bru-
character that everyone loves into our series? It's not like we actually want the fans to like this series or anything.
Funny
No,
thing
of course
is,
not.
even though Bruticus is my favorite commander, I still don't have him.
Yeah, like and a character that everybody loves. Why in the world would I write cheeky homages to him throughout season 2 and maybe some awesome backstory for him? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that ever.
Another question for Coolerite.
What
He
is
asks, when should we look out for season 2
that? Good
come
question.
out?
Tomorrow.
That is a good question.
I just covered everyone's job by myself.
Look at this. Bradley's
Hey!
back from cleaning the world's dishes.
Hey.
Yay!
Finish the dishes.
Dishes have been accomplished.
Yay.
Now he's
This is a big
asking
task
people
about
about cleaning dishes. Maybe someone else is asking about it.
I got it done in the end. You know, there are no more dishes. There are none. The world was clean.
That was quick.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like
just
the
mine are
Flash.
clean.
You
Like
know,
the Flash. When I get going, it's just
No, you're eating off a dish right now, Alex. You're dirtying a dish. Bradley's gonna have to leave to clean your dish. Look what you've done.
you know the joke is for real when Kyle and I made a deck against humanity cards, and one of the white cards was Bradley doing dishes.
I think you told me about that. I don't remember. That sounds familiar. I think you told me about that once.
They're official.
I have my own card. That makes me so
Bradley,
happy.
Bradley, introduce yourself and who you voice.
What is my name?
Uh,
I would.
I am
Jackman?
that voice actor, and I voice Megatron
Fish
in,
Devil.
I think. If I'm correct. I can't keep up these days.
You're Megatron and
Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Yeah, I think so. Those are the
Shockwave?
two. Yes, Shockwave. At least for now.
Another
Walk
question.
Shave?
Another question
No,
from
it's Walk
Coolright.
Shave, I think.
Guys, another question from Coolright.
Yeah.
Does anyone except Hunter plan to get any Combiner Wars figures?
I'm
No,
poor, so not me.
I think he wrote Unite Warriors. Yeah, Unite Warriors figures. My bad.
Oh,
Does anyone except me and Hunter plan on getting Unite Warrior figures?
Nah.
No, they're too
Probably
expensive.
not me.
really
You mean
not.
Hunter and I?
Yes.
I'll take Broken
Nah.
for 400.
Alright.
Actually, I found some Unite Warrior figures online from the sets for roughly 130. So it's the price of an average combiner plus a Legends class figure.
Yeah. I'm not sure when I'm gonna pre-Computron. I will have to do it at some point, but I don't know. He comes out in August, so I have enough time to work and get some money for him.
Oh yeah. Now I already started saving for Bruticus. So no one else plans on getting them, right?
Absolutely not. I value I value the dollar.
I'll
too poor.
like any Computron.
I think the most I have are a few.
I'm basically done collecting Transformers.
You just put it out there, Michael. It's like, I'm done. It doesn't matter what comes out next. It doesn't matter how awesome it is or how shit it is. I'm done.
But
I'm out.
the reason I said what I said earlier is
What even is that?
I don't know. I may start filming and doing my own stop motion stuff.
Hey.
Because Kyle doesn't plan on getting Computron. If season 3 does well, I may make like a short mini movie about Computron. So it's like a post season 3. I don't know. It just depends on how well season 3 does. And if it warrants
United Origins Computron.
United Origins, I love that.
Ugh.
You could try and make it a series, but just make one movie.
Yeah. So
Well, the problem is how much of an impact would Computron have on the story of United? Like, would his character be worth having his own movie?
Well, it could if he does something significant that somehow doesn't
I guess you'll have
directly
to wait.
affect the main story.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, for season 1, was that just you and Kyle who wrote it?
For the most part,
Yeah. It got peer reviewed a lot, but
I did.
Peer reviewed? Yeah.
We had a many late night Google Hangout sessions where we just wrote an episode.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Where they would end at 1 at my time, so I can't imagine what time it was for Hunter.
Like 3.
On school nights.
Oh, that would be 4 in the morning for me. That's all I know.
Yeah, that'd be 4 for me. I mean, all I know is that I had a great time writing episodes of season 2 with you guys.
Yeah.
More so Hunter than you, Kyle, but
Oh.
I can't wait to do that again. But I wish.
Well, there were a couple episodes where I wasn't invited to those writings, or I don't know, I was probably busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing against you, Kyle. It's just you weren't there.
I know.
One of my objectives for season 2 is I wanted to bring in a couple fresh minds into the writing process, just to keep everything on track, and it helped out a lot. It really did. So I'll probably do that in season 3 and just bring in guest writers. So
We're probably gonna go
Guess
through
writers
peer
for the
reviews
whole
too for
script?
season 2.
no guest writers to help.
Okay, so you're not going to do the Swagwave SM Season 3 Legacy thing where he just picks one cast member to write a whole script.
Probably not.
I'm not.
Bradley,
Speaking of Swagwave SM, he involved at some point or another.
I have a little issues I need help with.
Oh god, where is this going,
Okay.
Alex?
Oh no.
I got a dirty dish.
Oh no!
I'll be there in a minute.
Alright. Just so you know, Bradley. Doors
He needs to
open.
put on his alter ego. He needs to be Dishman.
By the way,
I don't need
doors
to use
open.
tools. I just sort of appear.
Don't worry, Brad. The door's wide open for you.
I just materialize. You won't even see the plate go. It'll just be gone.
You're gonna be like Galvatron in Transformers 4. You're just gonna like pixelate away and just pixelate
I hate
there.
that.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why the figure ended up somewhat bad.
Or you're just gonna leave the dish there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if Bradley's got it covered.
You
got it
actually
covered.
expect Bradley to materialize over.
It's already gone.
Wow.
That's how quick I am.
Oh,
You
it's,
never
not,
saw me leave.
it's actually gone. No joke.
Faster
Yeah.
than the speed of thought.
Beautiful.
That's true.
What?
Thought. Some bizarre sci-fi thing I saw the other day.
I almost fell down. I almost fell down the stairs.
Great job.
Well, that would have made
A
for great
plus.
live stream material.
Yeah. Great quality
That would
live
have
stream.
been
Man, fall
amazing.
downstairs.
Could have done it anyway. Oh my god, are you getting more food?
No, water.
So at this time, I guess we can just go ahead and say once again, if you guys have comments or questions, hit up episode 10 of United and post a comment there. And I'm gonna
Wait,
look forward-
first things first. How many viewers do we have?
5.
Woo!
Yes. No joke, guys. I'm about to show you something. The dish. Is
5 viewers. That's amazing.
the dish is
That's
the dish.
Okay, that's better than the 0 viewers I get on mine. Oh
The dish is literally gone.
I told you, I'm efficient.
No.
Oh my.
No dish should be left out of sight.
Okay, episode 10. I'm looking for comment here.
Is there anything that's popped up on that?
Bionic Gaming asks, yeah, you already answered that.
Maybe the,
Oh, yeah, I did that hours ago.
Yeah.
I remember my gaming.
maybe they should like in the comments to differentiate their comments from like the past comments made on the video. They should say like United live stream before they say what they want to ask.
Yep, we don't have any comments.
Just a suggestion, like me.
But I mean, Kyle said it earlier today when we were on the phone. But looking through, everyone is commenting on the Alpha Bravo fourth wall joke.
That was actually pretty smart.
That was probably my favorite piece of the episode.
Yeah, me too.
And
Why don't you talk
that
about what was supposed to
the only
originally
thing
happen?
that made like not the
What?
Why don't you talk about how it was originally supposed to play out?
Oh, well, I mean, it was pretty similar. In the script, I wrote it as Alpha Bravo is just standing in the background, and he just kind of talks to nobody and says, like, yeah, I'm sure that's what Hasbro was thinking. But Kyle took it a step further and had him turn to the camera directly into your eyes and say it, which was even better.
Transformers to Deadpool.
I will add, it was actually accidental. I didn't even think about it. I just thought, oh, Alpha Bravo talked. He should look at the camera.
It came across so great. But when I'd envisioned it, it was like Ratchet did his spiel and explained it, and in the background he's like, yeah, I'm sure that's what Hasbro was thinking.
No, it would have been funny if like someone looked over him like, who the hell is Hasbro?
Is he a Decepticon?
I think it's funnier that no one addresses it, because everyone is just ignoring him.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about Alpha Bravo.
maybe they address it in season 2. They should just like address it in season 2.
Yeah, he's just straight up
Like,
just straight.
He says
straight
it
up.
again, and like someone actually confronts him. What? Wait, you did this last time in the finale. Who is Hasbro?
No, wait. You said this 2 years ago. Who is Alpha Bravo? Who is Hasbro?
Oh, there'll definitely be more jokes at Alpha Bravo's expense, at the least.
Yeah.
He's the punching
The ever
bag.
optimistic Alpha Bravo. Thank you,
Wasn't there a
Grimlock Prime,
joke about
for
him
voicing
being
it.
a helicopter being lower
Dude.
than everyone else?
Yeah, there's a joke eventually that he's a helicopter and he gets left behind often.
That's true. Shit.
I have to compliment Grimlock Prime for his Alpha Bravo voice. It is so much different than we originally anticipated. We just thought, oh hey, he's going to sound kind of immature. No, he always sounds happy.
Yes, that's the best part. I love how enthusiastic Alpha Bravo is.
Yeah, he's a really enthusiastic guy. More enthusiastic than that.
And then when Alex did the one-time child.
Yeah, like the thing is, I was trying out my new microphone and I was whispering in it because I thought I was scared that if I talked in it, like normally, it would sound like I was screaming.
Because that's definitely how microphones work.
Noah does a great Alpha Bravo. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's very enthusiastic.
If only he were here.
Yeah. Yeah, where is he?
I don't know. He never responded.
He disappeared to clean plates.
Maybe he's out to go get some more. Maybe he's trying to go dirty up some plates.
Dirty up some plates.
I blame you.
Oh, there's Bradley. Again. Maybe he was bluffing about actually cleaning the plate. Maybe he just took the plate and then he just went to clean it just now.
Oh,
I'm slowly building my house
So,
out of crockery.
so let's kind of run through.
I need that plate back, by the way.
Let's kind of run through
No.
one. Starting off, what did you guys think about?
Just leave it in my mailbox.
Alex?
Yeah.
So I was saying, let's kind of run through the.
Shut up!
Starting off, what did you guys think about how the show started and how the characters were introduced and what were your perceptions? Both being behind one of the voices and watching it later on.
I felt the way that they introduced sort of like the Silverbolt having the sort of hatred towards Prime was something that I think I haven't seen done before in like a stop motion before, where like a band of an Autobot had like a strong hatred towards Prime, Yeah. And then I thought it was like a sort of cool relationship going on with him and Alpha Bravo. How Alpha Bravo was like, oh cool, we're gonna go meet a Prime, and then he's like, oh, you don't want to meet. He's not as great as you think.
Yeah. But I mean,
I was straight up like. Sorry, was I interrupting?
No, I'm kind of transitioning between what are your thoughts on playing the character and having been Silverbolt and kind of what were your perceptions of his arc and how he started?
Did you grow a despise for Optimus Prime?
Okay, so
I can't stand him now.
I don't even know how I got the role. I think I was just. Did one of you guys ask me to do the role? I don't even remember how I got the role.
I think we said we need someone who's kind of angry, so let's...
You presented me...
Yeah, we was like...
You presented me with this character, he's like, oh yeah, he's just angry at Optimus. I'm like, okay, he probably just has like a grudge. No, Silverbolt is a dick. He is a total dick at the start of this series. He's like...
Just like you.
He's just... I don't... It's just... He has such... Oh... Truth. But anyway, the thing about him was that like he has such for Optimus Prime and what he stands for, and it's kind of you don't quite understand why, and I feel like that's the best part about it. You don't know why he's being a douchebag. He just is a douchebag.
Yeah.
And he's a polarizing figure, so I'm like, hey, it's something controversial. Why not? And it's fun. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun part to play.
What did you think about as the series progressed or the season progressed and as they grew, like Optimus and Silverbolt grew more in their understandings of where each other stood, but they still like each other. So how was that for you?
I just think that I don't even really think that it was like Silverbolt losing any contempt that he has for Optimus. I still think that deep down he has that same he has that same level of hatred for Optimus because of whatever happened in the past relating to Optimus.
Yeah.
So I just think that primarily he just decided, you know what, this
Hey,
mission, we need to stop the Decepticons. That is the big priority.
Guys, real
We
quick.
need to,
Michael just sent us a
Yeah, I
message
saw
saying.
that.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Go ahead,
What?
Michael.
Never mind.
What? Oh,
Never mind. It was
sorry.
Go ahead.
But just I felt like he just instead of like growing more to like and understand Optimus, I don't think he really did so much. Because in episode 10 he's like, Optimus can handle himself, forget about him, we need to focus on the mission. I feel like he's concerned about the mission and he's concerned about getting the job done.
Yeah.
And he's just putting his petty squabbles aside.
Yeah.
Or petty quarrels aside.
Yeah. And even in the
And
end,
he just wants to get the mission done.
when it's all said and done, you know, he acknowledges that their teamwork was beneficial, but he's like, there's, you know, he's not 100% sold. He made a comment like there's still work to be done.
He's just showing he's just not too hung up on the fact that it's like, oh hey, I guess we're good now. I'm not gonna, you know, let's not get too caught up on that.
Yeah. So cool.
I don't really think I don't really think that he cares. He just doesn't want to bring it up. He's more focused on just trying to do the job that he's there to do. Because he didn't really even want to go there in the first place.
No.
So he's just like, okay, we're
He's
just going to
wanting to go
get this
there
mission done. We're going to
correctly.
stop.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Yeah.
Yay.
Their mission was to kill Megatron, and now Megatron's dead, and he said that there was still work to do. So
I'm surprised Silver Bullet hasn't turned tail and left at the end.
yeah.
Like, I thought I'm out. Bye.
Yeah. Cool.
I like the interaction between Silverbolt and Optimus. How like there's this sort of like grudgish history between them.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
almost
concept.
It's almost like this is kind of where I took like slight inspiration from my series that isn't really a thing anymore. But it's like the dynamic between Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, like kind of like this sense of brotherhood, but there was something that went down that kind of divided them on morals, and
You know what it
they
reminds
just
me
can't
of?
quite get along anymore.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of the interaction between Hotshot and Starscream whenever in Armada, whenever Starscream switched sides to the Autobots.
Yeah.
It's totally got
Understand.
Captain America Civil War written all over it.
Please.
So, Civil War.
So what
Totally.
Let's make it happen. We'll do
Yeah.
a one shot.
Do that.
Transformers Civil War.
Guys, another question from Coolerite. He asks, what is everyone's favorite combiner and from what TF universe? Like for Fall of Cybertron, G1, etc.
I was hoping this wouldn't get asked.
Yeah,
Sounds awful.
Does he
That's-
mean?
Oh boy.
Does he mean like?
Totally Devastator from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, am I right?
Of course.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody liked that thing.
the attention to detail with the
Enemy scrotum.
enemy scrotum.
I don't-
that detail. Michael Bay really cared about the details.
I don't
We
even
needed to
think
see
that.
Transformers
that-
balls.
I don't even think that should be classified
I
as
feel like
Devastator.
Devastator was just one big ass inside joke in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
I honestly don't
Or
even
more
think
like
that should
a
be
big
considered
ball inside.
Devastator. That should be like Abominus.
Yeah.
Like, but in all seriousness, like, for example, like from not from like our generic series, like from other series, like Transformers Victories, somewhere along those lines.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that this is a bit weird because I was really hoping no one would ask me this, but I mean, I'm sort of a bit tired really because my favourites were, this is really bizarre, but it's a cross between Bruticus and Abominus from G1. Bizarre. I think I have a Hungar somewhere, but that's about it. And possibly, does anyone know Raiden from Transformers Headmasters?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
I
train
know.
bots.
Yeah, I don't know why,
I
but I
do
just always
not.
like the idea of those.
Sorry.
That's fine.
They were
Yeah.
essentially like little Micromaster trains that combined into a giant robot.
They
Yeah,
were Japanese
I know
bullet
that.
trains, weren't they?
Yeah, they were bullet trains
Yep.
and stuff like that.
I-
Does
I guess
anyone
sorry.
like Leo Kaiser?
Leo Kaiser's awesome. I'm
Oh,
excited for his
gosh.
Combiner Wars toy.
Is that coming out?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
confirmed.
Oh,
Wait,
I didn't know that.
it's not confirmed.
Well, I mean, it's on the bottom of the box of the.
Yeah, but there was the Hasbro.
what was it?
interview.
The 86 Heroes set. But in all seriousness, it kind of was already. I mean,
Well-
it's being promoted, so.
Well, no, I talked to.
But bear in mind, they could pull Takara. They could pull like the Transformers Dark and
Yeah.
Moon. They just canceled figures that were promoted for the next wave. That just kind of didn't happen.
Right.
I was in
So
a,
that could
Good
happen.
Mirage.
I was in a stream with two people who'd been to BotCon, and they both said that they talked to the Hasbro
Guys.
representative there. And he
Cool,
said,
just
hold on a second.
My bad.
Wait, Alex.
He just said, Clark just said he had,
Wow.
You were saying
We're
Hunter?
listening.
as I was saying before Michael abruptly muted me.
What? I didn't do anything. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because you were being interruptive and rude.
Yeah, I know, I said I'm sorry and I let him continue because, you know.
But yeah, Hunter. Yeah, I don't mean to say confirmed. I'm just saying because like I want to make like a strong assumption towards it because it's being
Well, yeah,
promoted on
but
there already.
What I'm saying
planned at least.
is, here's what's happening with that figure. This is what was confirmed by a Hasbro representative at BotCon. It's on the box to gauge the hype of who's interested in buying it. They haven't found it yet. They're promoting it to kind of get it out there and see what people think of it.
Oh.
And then, depending on how sales are and how good projections are, they'll actually produce it
That
But
makes
it's
more
on
sense.
as like a teaser.
That makes more sense.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but have they really released much in the way of like merchandise from the Asian series?
Not really. I don't think.
I suppose because it's quite obscure and because it's never got an English dub or anything. How many people really know of Leo Kaiser and Star Saber, etc.?
Yeah.
I suppose because
Well,
it's
Star
quite.
Saber got a couple of fans and supporters, and I mean, I could think of one right now, and his name is Cool, alright, the one who presented us with this question.
Yeah. What was Cool Alright's question again?
It was what our favorite combiner is from like any Transformers universe. Oh, I
Like a
listened to it.
specific universe.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Fall Cybertron Bruticus or G2 Superion.
Could this go into a bigger thing, like possibly with the comics, but like not official combiners? Because I kind of have an answer to it, but I don't know if it would.
No,
qualify.
whatever. Yeah, just throw it out there.
Decepticon.
I've never heard of that. I'm
Yeah.
googling that right now.
Never heard of
In
that.
Transformers Ongoing, the IDW comics, it's called Chaos Theory. There is a large section of the comic where all the Decepticons, and I mean all of them, they literally just start going 00110, like freaking out, and they turn into like this giant, monstrous combiner Decepticon that's called
That looks
Decepticon.
amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. Unicron ain't got nothing on that. Oh my god. Yeah,
Shots fired at
Unicron's Unicron's fair enough, but he doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eyes.
No, this thing is just monstrous looking. I absolutely love the overall look of it.
Can
He
you
looks
do
so
that?
cool.
Hold on, can you do screen share on this?
Yeah, can someone screen share this guy?
Hold on. Am I doing anything right now? Can
Yeah, you
anyone
are.
see that? Can anyone see
Say
that?
hello to
Are you doing anything?
Decepticon.
I don't see
He
anything.
is.
Is this doing
Oh,
anything to anyone?
what in the...
Like I
So is
said,
that-
in the comics, there was essentially a part where all the Decepticons went haywire, and they just all of a sudden combined into this giant monster.
That's all. Oh god, what the bloody hell's happening?
Or Doctor
So
Strange.
oh
Oh
god,
my-
I can't wait for that. So is that
And there's
basically-
actually a zoomed-in panel where you can see like all the Decepticons, like the Decepticons, the Sweeps, the Seekers, Cyclonus. Just this thing is monstrous.
Who's that at the bottom?
It
then?
looks like just a hairy beast. It doesn't look like an actual Transformer.
It looks a bit like the Destroyer from Thor.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it looks like it really takes No Shave November seriously.
It does.
But essentially, this is actually a combiner in the comics. And then there's also another one with all the Dinobots called the Beast.
Ooh.
Just
Cool.
just
I wish it
the
would-
beast.
I wish we did that for Fall of Cybertron, but then they did bunk off one of the Dinobots.
I'm
in that
still
game.
pissed off that they teased Sludge on the DLC, and then we never got him.
Isn't he just a dead? Oh, was Sludge the dead carcass that you just find?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a dead body. That used to be Sludge. Oh well. Moving on.
I was sad
Then they
about
like
that.
access his data core, and you're like, wow, this is creepy.
Oh yeah, that
You're
Well,
a
I'm
Necrophiliac
drain
much?
your memories.
Necrophiliac watch?
Okay. So my favorite
Yeah.
combiner actually did come out of Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, it's totally Devastator. No, it's actually the Optimus and Jetfire power-up combined
Oh.
form of Optimus.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just felt like Optimus
Wearing
in
a
his
Jet guy was
weakest
pretty
point
cool
just
too.
became so overpowered. And Jetfire kind of just like sacrificed himself in order to make this combination happen. I just thought the design looked good, the functionality was good, the way it sort of happened was one of the better kind of like moments in story and script in
Yeah.
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
And you know who we have to
Because
thank
we
for
know that
don't you?
movie did not have a lot of moments of script, so that was one of the few instances where it
Yeah.
actually felt decent.
Yeah, he straight up pulled his
So
heart out
I
of his
really
chest
like that.
with a spark.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it was all because of one underdog, and his
He
name
gave
was
up
Yolt.
his life so Optimus could face the Fallen. I thought that was a really interesting combination. And my first two Transformers figures were the Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class Optimus and Leader Class Jetfire. So I actually had that combiner in hand, like, at the beginning of my collecting days. So
He's a big mother.
I don't know. That one just has like a kind of like a personal. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
huge figure.
He's so big.
But yeah, that just kind of has like
So
a
the
personal thing to me.
Yeah.
The movie
That should
just
be a question.
starts.
That should,
Yeah,
that should be a
like,
question. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, that should be a question. What was everyone's first Transformer toy? And did they get into it through the toys or through the cartoons or movies?
Oh, jeez.
no, I
Very deep.
personally, I think my first Transformer was the 1970s Camaro Bumblebee from the first movie. I think that was my first.
If I can recall mine correctly, mine started out with 3 because I was 4 and I had Armada back in my day. I feel old saying that.
Yeah,
Hey, I
like,
relate. I had a Marder too.
I was in Armada. I was a little kid when Armada and stuff came out. I watched it when I was younger, but I had no idea there were like legit toys to go with it.
If
So
I recall correctly, it was on my 4th birthday. I managed to pick up Demolisher, Smokescreen, and my all-time favorite, Tidal Wave.
Oh, I've got a Tidal Wave and I love that thing.
Dude, I lost mine during the move from Pennsylvania to
Oh.
Florida.
See,
and I
two
only
out of
had
those
the
three are
arm,
terrible Transformers.
like a right arm, and I went back on eBay one day whenever I was able to use the credit cards from my parents' permission, of course. I managed to get a Tidal Wave back for $36 on eBay.
I
oh
think I
man,
got mine as steel for like £12 or something. No, it wasn't. It was £20. I don't know what that is in the exchange rate, but I thought
Because
screw
essentially,
it.
back when Armada was like starting to be sold and everything, Tidal Wave was essentially like $30.
Anyone played the Armada game?
Yes, I still have it.
I love that.
I'm thinking about doing a series on it. Like a playthrough series.
Oh right, definitely gonna have to check that out. That boss for Tidal Wave was the best boss, in my opinion.
Best
So
level.
huge.
Best level.
I mean, he's like the size of 3 Transformers in the show, but he's like huge in the game.
I was waiting for a combination between him and Megatron, but like after seeing his size, I'm like, I don't know. Are they going to pull off mass shifting? Nope, they don't do it at all.
Yeah, no. I love the level that you're like inside him, like you're walking around in the battleship, and
It was awesome.
Have you seen the blooper? Not the blooper, but the kind of glitch where you end up walking through a room and you're standing on his face.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just look down and there's Tidal Wave's
Oh,
glowing
hi,
face
Tidal Wave. How you
staring
doing,
up at
buddy?
you. Hi.
My first figure was Armada Optimus Prime. I got it. For
That was mine as well.
Yep, I got it for Christmas. And I don't think I asked for it. I think my parents just got it for me, and Lord, they didn't know what they were getting into.
Hunter, you and I, that's the same story because I think it was my like 6th birthday, and I wasn't even into Transformers. I wasn't even
Yeah.
I wasn't even into Transformers because I think this was about the
No
time when
idea when
Armada
he
was.
gets awakened.
I think it was around the time when Armada ended and Energon was starting, because I remember watching the first one of that, how great Energon was.
Oh,
And
Energon.
I'm my first one was my first one was an Optimus and what's his name? It was an
I don't
Optimus.
even want to call him Optimus in that series. He's just so cubic and chubby, and I just want to call him Tubby.
Minecraft Prime. No, it was an Armada.
Minecraft Prime.
I like that.
Why hasn't no one done that yet?
I don't think I have to think of it.
That should be a thing. But yeah, it was an Armada.
Make it
Optimus
trending, people. Hashtag Minecraft Prime.
Minecraft Prime. If we got Bendy Prime in the UK, we can.
Oh my
God. Minecraft Prime looked like some kind of morbid, deranged mirage. It was bizarre.
Bus Prime? What the
Have you not heard of this? It was a real thing.
I saw it on
made
TF
one.
Wiki, but I didn't think it was like an actual thing.
It was real. They actually took real London buses,
Oh my god.
scavenged them,
Real.
and turned into this kind of statue of a thing called Bendy Prime. And,
I thought it looked like one of those like 3D card transformer game things that they had back in like the classics line. I thought it was one of them.
That's what I thought it was as well, but no, it was properly
Yeah,
built.
I'm
'cause
looking at this thing right now.
Me too. It's the most bizarre thing. But yeah,
It's fake.
it's got the most bizarre face as well, because it looks like Rampage, just sort of gone wrong. But yeah, so Armada Optimus, and I think it was Overload, was it? His little jet minicon that never showed in the TV series. It was just kind of there.
The giant like red fire truck like thing that would hook up for his shoulder cannons.
Yep.
Oh, I've got
That's
that. No, but that's Overload. I think Overrun. It was like this tiny little jet.
Oh,
the
that,
jet.
oh, you mean the deluxe one? No,
The
I had
jet.
Overrun.
Override. Thank you. But yeah, when we so yeah,
This
they
one.
bought that.
I still have it, obviously.
Mm.
This one.
I like how essentially like for Nemesis Prime for his minicon's name they literally just switch it and they're like run over.
Oh,
I
well,
thought that was really clever.
I still have it.
Yeah.
I've kept
Very creative, guys. A plus.
but yeah, I still use that because I'm cheap. I always get the deluxe figures. So when deluxe 2003 Optimus is sitting in my upstairs room somewhere. And,
That is one of the
since
Optimus
then-
Primes I have yet to ever obtain. Was the Nemesis Deluxe Optimus or the Deluxe Nemesis from Armada? Like I'll use because now I have two Power Links Primes. I use one as Nemesis, the other one is Super Armor, pretty much.
Does anyone remember Transformers RAD from like 2005-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil Kaplan
never
is
watched it.
Optimus. And
Yes.
Sideburn.
I actually love that show.
I love that so much.
I just love how
That
over
Optimus
the
Prime,
top.
one of my favorites.
I know. I
love-
really, when I was younger, I mean, I still would love to have it now, but you know, gotta add that. To
I
the
want
list.
a masterpiece Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime figure.
Yes.
I think
And-
that's happening some point down the
Oh
line.
no, they were talking
had
about a
that giant-
Cybertron, the Cybertron one. That's the
No,
one
but did they have like a poll where it did have a Robots in Disguise one as well?
No, it was.
I know it was
Beast
Masterpiece
Wars.
Prime.
Robots in Disguise was amongst the selections, but Cybertron I think was the one chosen.
Yeah.
No, Primal was.
No, Primal was on the
Optimus
list.
Primal
and then
was.
but he's the one they're making this
Primal
year.
was
so-
chosen.
I'm
No,
waiting
no,
for
this,
the.
no, because they said that 2016 would be the year of Beast Wars, so there's a lot more Beast Wars to
Oh.
come this year.
Oh, speaking of Beast Wars, happy birthday!
Is it sad that I'm the only one here who was a kid that watched Beast Wars?
No, I
Yes.
watched
I was
it.
old enough.
No, I watched it.
This
Not
will be
back
bizarre.
then, but I did. I watched the series. 'cause I heard
See,
about it.
I'm just. Transformers are machines, not animals. I just can't get behind animal Transformers.
I mean,
it's
truck,
really
not
hard for me.
I saw Transformers. When I
Trunk,
first-
not truck, not monkey. I
Yeah.
said trunk. Way to go, me. A plus.
Trump.
Trump.
Oh, actually, we've
I'm
got
too
two
tired for
questions.
Yo.
Oh.
Trump, not
Yeah.
monkey.
Same thing.
First question from Laser Daz Productions is actually more from me and Hunter. Do you get freaky from your own, or not freaky, geeky from your own series?
Freaky.
You get freaky.
I'm not reading.
You
I don't have my
get
glasses
freaky.
on. I can't read it.
What
You
was the
get
question
geeky from
about
your own
me?
series.
What does he mean? Like, do we freak out when we watch it?
Do you geek out over your material? Like, do you like, oh my god, we could do this. Oh my god, like, freak
I don't
out
know.
over the plots that you come up with for the series.
I think, yeah.
Or the plots, yes.
When we're
I hope
when,
I did the best job.
yeah, when we're writing, of course, some
You
of you, like I
impersonated
said,
perfectly.
some of you have been involved in the writing process, and so you know how it goes. We get pretty stoked up about some of the stuff, like, oh, that would be a great idea, and what if we did this? And yeah, we get into it more so in the writing. Episode 10 was the first time I like geeked out over watching it happen, because episode 10 was pretty much flawless in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So that was the first time I told Kyle at one point I got like chills, which is weird to say when something is in your mind and then all these like it's been a year. It's been a year, right?
Yeah, it's almost a year since
Yeah,
episode 10 was written.
and something that I've been like I had mentally in a year to see it on screen and be physical. That for me was a really surreal moment of like, holy crap, like. That was cool. So I usually geek out in the writing process because that's when it's really exciting and really hype. But
We have another question.
Yeah.
We have another question from Cool, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is his this is one he asked before he said he has to leave. He says what is your least favorite Combiner Wars figure?
Oh god.
Smokescreen.
yeah,
I didn't even answer the first Transformer question.
Yeah, because we kind of trailed off. Sorry about that.
Very.
We just like really trailed off.
We're off the
Do you
rails.
expect us to stay on subject?
I don't even know what to think about least favorite Combiner Wars.
it's the individual scatter shot for me.
Are we
Just say
capable of
Smokescreen.
staying on subject?
Or Scattershot?
Oh god, I don't even know what to. I don't know.
I have to go with Kyle on this one. The smoke screen was just terrible.
Yeah, I don't even.
I can only say
Wait,
that.
are we going
because
by
I
an
know Scattershot.
individual figure, or are we going
Yes.
by like a combiner?
Individual
Figure.
Combiner is a whole different subject.
Does this include or not include legends? Because oh my god, there are terrible legends.
Yeah, there are some bad legends.
Yeah, they are.
Someone
Blackjack.
slipped into Optimus.
Yep.
I don't know.
Because I haven't been really keeping up to date with the Combiner Wars. I kind of stopped caring after Bruticus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only ones I care, like, I only care about, like, the main line.
I don't know how to
like,
answer that question.
Your average, like, Bruticus, Mendosaur, Superion.
Yeah.
Those, like, any other ones, like, I don't really care about them too much because, like,
I'll say Scattershot because he's the biggest letdown. They could have done a lot with that, and they kind of just wasted it. It was like wasted potential.
I think it was just like a tease item.
So that
They didn't plan on doing comics.
Yeah.
So he
They
was
didn't.
like,
Oh,
what's
that's
I mean-
right.
filler? So what can
That-
we mold?
That's
Silver?
why they called him Betatron
Yep.
because they weren't like they even confirmed it. I told Condor this a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That they said that Scattershot was just like a one-time release. Like they don't plan on doing Computron.
Yeah, they were just
So-
gonna fill out.
Just call it Betatron and use the Autobot combiners like what's his name, Sunstreaker, those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys.
I don't know. To quote Hunter
right,
on the thought of Scattershot, it's look at that guy. He's just a loser.
No, that's Scattershot.
Look at this guy. He's a loser.
so he's all of you, all of us. He's all of us.
Are you kidding me? No. Grade A winner
He's
right
a loser,
here.
like each and every one of us. Because look at us, we're all on a live stream on YouTube talking
On a
about
Friday night.
Transformers and
You
being
know what?
nerdy,
You know
nerdy
what? There's nothing
losers
wrong with being
on
a
a.
nerd.
There's a lot worse we could be
4 a.m.
talking about.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd, but like, we're calling him a loser, and we're total hypocrites for it.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
No, because
In the prime of our
Scattershot
social
was
lives, we're spending a
honestly
Friday
not that
night on
great
the
of a
internet.
figure. He was honestly not that great a figure. Like, he has his uses. Like, hey, he can turn to his cannon mode, or his fan cannon mode. His fan
But-
mode? I don't know.
But so far, the reason the Unite Warriors is so much better is because they actually went to
Fanon mode. Oh, wait.
The Unite Warriors went the extra mile to remold the chest.
They tried to perfect him so much, and they did such a superb job. Like Rook as nose cone, I would have never thought.
We got another question.
What is it?
Go on. Wait, what's the question?
It's from another one from Laser Daz Productions. What's your favorite Transformers stop motion series?
Oh, this
United, obviously.
Yeah.
That's an appropriate answer.
I'm
10
out.
points.
I can't. I literally can't do this.
I think it's Transformers Rebels.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Transformers Rebels. Speaking of which, when's the next episode coming out?
Yeah. Actually, no, I can't say anything. Infinite Chaos has been in hiatus for so long.
Not as long as Rebels.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Shut the answer. If you're gonna ask me the question last year, for Christ's sake.
Sorry.
Rebels is on hold because I'm working on another project that's a little more like of a challenge to me, and I've been having a lot of complications with production ever since I've been trying to revamp the first episode, which I'm going to be honest with, I was disappointed in the quality of the episode. I felt like I did a disservice to the series that I spent so much time with, and I wanted to do it right. So I was trying to make this thing happen, but there's been a huge lack of cooperation from the actors.
Yeah.
And it's just, production has been very complicated with that, so I've just kind of like put it aside because it wasn't going anywhere. And I worked on something else in the meantime. It will resurface eventually. I do not know when. Stop asking me about it.
Wow.
You heard it first.
Wait, just to end it off there, don't ask me about it anymore.
Well, now I want to ask about it.
Don't
Just
ask me
tell us
about
in
it.
great detail.
No.
A lot of people seem, interested in
Try it.
The truthful answer for me is United, because honestly I don't watch a lot of series. Resisting Extinction was good, but that's because I was a part
Another
of it.
good answer.
I don't watch a lot of Transformers series outside of Kyle and obviously what we do together. But it's kind of like when people ask like, what's your favorite car? Obviously I'm going to say my car because it's my car, it's my baby. And United is the same way. It came from my brain, so United has a very special place in my heart, not just because I think it's good, but because I wrote it, and so it's like my child.
For
About
me,
that question.
for me, like my favorite stop motion. I have to say the one that me is sort of inspired into getting into stop motion somewhat. It was those Transformers 1, 2, and 3 by Nightlash 2020. Those were the ones that really.
Night Slash, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. TFX.
Yeah, the one Transformers 1, 2, and 3 are really what got me in first discovering stop motion, sort of want to start doing it.
Yeah. Cool.
God.
To answer that question, as far as a single Transformer stop motion, can't pick one because they're so different from each other. You're basically comparing different types of fruits. They have different tastes, different looks. You can't just pick one thing above everything else in my eyes. So I think that there are a couple of ones that stand out to me, such as Transformers United, because there was a dynamic with this series that I felt like has not been approached before with the combiners, and with even later on down the line you see character motivations that I have never seen in a Transformers stop motion before. I'm not going to reveal anything, but from what I know about the future, it's only getting better from here, and this is just the beginning. Transformers Prime Legacy, because that series was kind of the series that started me, that kind of it was the first series that really made me confident in doing something that was beyond my comfort zone. I never thought I could do a Ratchet voice or a Bulkhead voice, but I got cast in both of those roles, and that sort of put me on the map, and I'm basically forever indebted to that series.
and
And
both.
But I do have to admit, there are a lot of good Transformers stop motions
yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
Mm.
there really are.
There are a lot of good Transformers stop motion series out there, but there are only specific ones that I could probably be like full of gratitude for. And the one other
Like,
one is
For example,
Transformers
for
Rebels, because,
example, yeah.
like Hunter said, it's like it's my baby.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really, it's a pretty deformed, awful baby that had a very traumatic upbringing.
Hey, it can't be any worse than Infinite Chaos.
I'll tell you, if you want
I'll
to see...
leave it at that.
I'll admit, mine is kind of crap.
Hey, you haven't seen crap until you've seen My Bad Venture from 2012. Because I'd entered the Transformers stop motion contest with no idea what I'm doing. So that's always a good start.
No, I have to
Somebody
admit,
go into a
like,
stop motion contest.
so there are a lot of stop motions out there that tread like new stories.
It's so hard to literally pick just one because there's such a large selection and diversity between the tones of each stop motion, whether one's going for a more serious type, whether one's going for a more comical, one's trying to go in between, be more dramatic. I mean, and some don't even have to really be classified as stop motions. Like, Interstellar is not even a stop motion, and look how that masterpiece turned out.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Like,
certainly...
I think it could be well as a stop motion too. He just didn't, But like,
He just chose to do that as a style choice because
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, each of these stop motions is a creation of an individual. They have an outlook on filmmaking and these characters, and they want to bring it to life in the means that they are capable of.
Right.
So there's such a variety in the way their stories are told, the way the characters are told, the actual plot and the actual characters, the type of figures used. It really varies the way people will look at the series, and you can't. I just don't think you can pick one.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm kind of the same because obviously I can't. Sorry, obviously I can't pick one personally, but I mean stuff like John Bailey's work. You know, his Transformers stuff. Whether it's Transformers stop motion or not, that's a huge inspiration. For me personally, I think it's sort of quite a bit of a blur really, because I can remember, because there's so many good ones, and I think it's hard to just name one, because as you said, each individual person who does one, their own outlook on the series of Transformers itself is different. I've seen people that want to do a route that's like Transformers Prime, like the movies, they want to do their own version.
Yeah, for example, like that what was the Transformers? I think either Ascension, where the guy Crossers Production did like something that no one's done before, like a Shattered Glass universe.
Oh, you mean Broken Mirror?
Oh, Broken
Ascension is the new thing.
Mirror. Broken Mirror. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like as you say, sorry.
Like, I've never seen anyone go to that universe. I mean, I've known about it since, like, 2010, 2007-ish, but I've never seen anyone, like, talk about that story.
Very little is to be known about the Shattered Glass universe, because, like, they only had, like, 4 comics, and that was it, and there's, like, a bunch of figures and such. So, like, no one really knows about them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the same thing with, like, the comic series, like with IDW and More Than Meets the Eye and Robots in Disguise and all that. Like, no one has really decided to touch those because they don't really know, or they possibly do know, they're just waiting for, like, the right time, but no one really knows how to, like, show off that type of exposure for a Transformers stop motion series.
Yeah, because, like, no one goes to I've never seen, like, one go to, like, the other universe where it's like, oh, Optimus Prime and the Autobots are evil and the Decepticons are the good guys.
I think when I did, because I did a sort of failed travesty of a series called Transformers Liberators, I did one story, where I think it was Perceptor crossed over into a form of the Shattered Glass universe. But because that didn't go anywhere, we can't really count that. But I do seem to remember that the first scene of that was Perceptor getting rescued by Skywarp and Thundercracker, who were, the Decepticons of the universe. And just sort of took it from there. I think it's all saved on a drive somewhere. But yeah, it's surprising really what you sort of see, where you think what the series do and what the stop motions do. They are vastly different. Because I think I haven't done any of this yet, but what I'm planning on doing is something with the female Autobots. Sisterhood of Cybertron, I'm going to call it, and that's going to be a very sort of exploration thing on them. Because I know I've seen a few female Autobot series there, but I don't think it's like a mass market thing or anything.
What was the one that's not even a stop motion? Transformers Elite?
Was that the CGI one?
No, I think it's like the 2D animation one where like they had like a whole bunch
Right.
of female casts and everything.
I know the woman that sang. Is that one where? Because I know a mate of mine, Julia Popstar. She did the songs for something like that. I think because I have her on with the
Not
voice.
necessarily sure. I know it's a Transformers series, but it's not like stop motion or anything. It's literally like just a story and then like with 2D effects and everything.
Yeah,
It's
because I think
like animation, but it's like really good.
because
And
I
it
think
really focuses more on the female Autobots and the Decepticons altogether.
because I think they, in the series they only had one episode and then they introduced Arcee, so it's quite a nice sort of little area to interact with. Especially since, as you say, the comics have got into it, but not as much the series. Anyway, continue. I'll stop this all there.
Are there any more questions that people
I have a
ask?
question.
What?
I have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of take it back to Transformers United because we've been answering a lot of questions relating to just Transformers in general. I just kind of want to bring it back to the show that we're all here for right now. What is, and I'm not really going to say this. This isn't really for Hunter or for Kyle because you guys that actually wrote the season. But for the rest of us here, what is one moment that you would have loved to have put in this series or in this season, and why?
Is what we'd want to put in ourselves as like outside influences type
That
deal.
is say, and putting something into season 1 in addition to what is already there. What would you have added, and why?
Oof, I can't really think. Let me try to think of something right now
I don't
because
know. Was there? I'm kind of rusty on remembering the whole season altogether. Was there ever like a one-on-one Optimus versus Megatron fight?
Kind of.
Like a
Episode-
full-on one?
kind
Like,
of.
9. Episode 9, didn't I have it?
Yeah, that's the only time I think.
I don't know. I kind of would have gone for like a more solo, long spread battle between the two. I mean, like I said, I can't remember everything like off the top of my head because I've been waiting for like each episode, and sometimes I forget to recap myself.
I have a footnote about that, but I'm going to step over here. Let you guys finish.
But yeah, I would kind of say just the more.
Footnote, step, very punny.
I would say a more long spread battle between Optimus and Megatron because it's a Transformer series, and you got to have those long, memorable battle scenes with like Optimus and Megatron because there's
Not just-
always one.
It's so stereotypical.
Exactly. We like to avoid
This
stereotypes here.
series is supposed to break the mold.
There you go, Stell.
Quite literally, break
you
the
go.
mold.
Okay, since we're here. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Not even one shall stand, one shall fall. Not even that.
I mean, spoiler alert, Megatron dies in season 1. And as much as we love Bradley's character of Megatron,
do you
honestly,
have the drops?
Kyle and I decided very early on that there was nothing we could do with the Megatron character that hasn't been done already. And so in lieu of, recycling
Go
some
to the living room. I'll be right there.
story,
Just doing this.
he gave him something unique to do in terms of how he controlled the combiner, like mentally.
Yeah, that's something I've never seen.
That was an
before.
interesting concept, by the way.
I love that concept. I thought that's because one thing that I noticed between, and I know that when we first talked about the series, Hunter, you told me that this was something important to you when writing about it. The Autobot combiner would work in harmony and they wouldn't need an alternate route of control. But because the Stunticons, they're so diverse in their own personalities and their own mentalities, they will not be able to work together. So Megatron kind of has to sort of force his hand and literally has to control all of them to obey one will because they all sort of clash.
Otherwise, it's going to be
And
what
I
happens
kind of
with-
like that little
Guys,
subtle
I'll be right
difference.
back.
No wonder his headache.
I'll be right back. I just gotta do something real quick.
What were
Okay.
you saying?
Oh wait, I think I thought of something better. I think I actually thought of something a little better.
Hold on, let's finish this and then you can say that.
Okay.
What? British Alex. That's what I'm going to call you now.
Yeah,
What-
call me British.
what were you saying?
British Alex.
Yes, let's keep that. No, I mean, because what you were saying with that, it kind of makes sense because that just reminds me of in G1, when Megatron lost control of Bruticus, and Starscream took him over. I think that's sort of it's a nice way that you sort of address that sort, because it makes sense that Megatron would be like, well, I've got this huge whacking great combiner with the Stunticons, and you know how off-hinge they can be, so why even bother trying to convince them? Let's just force them. I think that's just a great way of it just sort of adds another depth, because in the cartoons it was just like, you know, Combaticons, you do this, Stunticons, you do this. Okay. That's a nice little dynamic in there that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Again, as true to the series.
So we wanted Megatron. We wanted to pay our due and have Megatron in the series, because what's a Transformers series without Megatron? But we couldn't take him much further than he controlled
Transformers series without Megatron.
So
or Galvatron.
Yellowjaw.
We made the executive decision to kill him off pretty early, so he would at least show his face and be in the series and do something. But because
I think it was before Episode 1 was even finished, we were like, okay, Megatron has to die.
Yeah. We didn't want to recycle any storylines, and there wasn't anywhere we could feasibly take him, so we kind of didn't use him a lot for a reason. And the final battle between Optimus and Megatron in Episode 9 and 10 was supposed to be not just the stereotypical one-on-one Megatron and Prime fight, because how many times have we seen that?
Every season.
We wanted it to be different.
So many times.
We wanted to give Megatron a proper send-off in terms of doing something that he's never done before, that we've seen at least, and kind of also say like, all right, your time's done. We're gonna move into a better villain in season 2.
Which I guess we can actually talk about that a little bit, because I mean he did kind of say,
he
hey,
did
I'm gonna be there.
He did show up at the end of season 10, or at the end of episode 10.
Yes,
End of season 10. Wow, we've had quite the veteran run, Hunter. I mean, we've been doing this for years now. Looking back at all those memories we made.
So we can touch on Soundwave later. I want to hear the rest of what people would want.
Yeah.
Here's what I would want. And we sort of touched on this a couple of times, but I felt like, and no, I'm not saying this because I voiced Silverbolt, but I kind of wanted to get a little more into both Optimus's and Silverbolt's ideologies and their psyches, and I wanted them to maybe have more arguments and more sort of verbal clashes, and then sort of see the repercussions with the aerial bots and the Autobots being kind of a little bit offset by just how tense it is between these two. And they don't like this divide between them. I mean, I just would have liked to see a couple more of those scenes.
Yep.
Instead of just subtle, Silverbolt just being forget Optimus, screw him, we'll do our own thing.
Okay.
But season was great as is. I just would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. Kind of a character builder between, Optimus and Silverbolt. Kind of scene.
We can just make people hate Silverbolt that much more.
We do touch on that a little bit, and see. I don't think we
good. And you got the perfect guy to voice him because no one likes me.
Yeah.
No, that's not necessarily true.
At least someone likes you.
Yeah.
So, all right, what else?
Jerry's out.
Personally, for me, more air raid scenes. No, I'm joking. I think
same.
An air raid spin-off. No, I think personally, probably because I'm watching too much Steven Universe.
United Origins air raid.
Yes, make it happen, or I'm leaving. No,
Was he a plumber on Cybertron?
I'd love that. Would be brilliant. No.
Air raid Cybertronian plumbing.
What if air raid secretly was Wolverine?
Okay.
Wolverine bub.
Back on track.
Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
Sorry, I've just got this brilliant image of air raid.
Stealthbot, someone just told me they like you.
What?
Coolrite says he likes you. He doesn't hate you.
That's un.
Yeah, someone that doesn't you.
Okay,
Coolrite
cool.
I like you.
British Alex, keep going.
Yeah, so probably because I'm watching too much Steven Universe right now, but I think.
Yeah, British Alex.
Obviously, it's fun enough as it is. This would probably slow it down a bit, but I suppose just sort of, because I don't really know if anyone else has seen this, but sort of two things really, but when they're combined, sort of because it's individuals forming one, really, isn't it? So whether we get like a hint of like what that is for the other aerial bots, and whether they agree with like the way they're going and all that stuff, or alternatively, sort of again, 'cause I'm watching a lot of Game of Thrones, which seems to be like mass murder one scene and then sit down and talk for half an hour. But maybe the sort of like, personally for me, because I do like the sort of quiet, private moments. Obviously, people come here to watch Transformers kicking the shit out of each other, and that's fair enough. But the sort of like, sort of seeing like, you know, because we get Silverbot's dynamic with Optimus, and that's quite detailed. We know how much he hates his guts and metal guts. Maybe just a bit more on like where the other aerial bots feel with like Optimus. I mean, I know that's sort of in the script anyway, and I'm not suggesting we go full Civil War, having half the aerial bots go with him against Optimus.
Transformers Civil War.
I want that to happen.
Whose side are you on?
Series 4.
Transformers Civil War. And no, the reality of the situation would be as follows. All of the Autobots would just go to Optimus' side, and then Silverbolt's just standing there, and you just hear crickets.
Yeah.
No, like if you're going for like a G1.
He's just like standing there. He's like,
okay, go on.
he's just like,
are you serious
this
right now?
sucks. I'm out.
And then like he looks to his side. He's like, if you guys won't join me, then my fellow aerial bots will. And then he just looks to his side and then looks straight ahead. And then Alpha Bravo.
If you guys won't join me, then my fellow aerial bots.
And then he looks straight ahead.
And then they
sees
just
Alpha
all
Bravo.
like, he's just like, wait, where'd you even go? And they just sees them all like rally behind Optimus.
We're with Optimus now.
And then
Well,
and then Alpha Bravo should just yell hi.
Hey, I'm here.
Hi, Alpha Bravo.
Bravo.
I'm gonna break the tension a little bit because let's be honest, this sucks for Silverbolt. I'm blaming Hasbro.
Well, it's all G1's fault for giving him such sumptuous lips. Everyone's going to hate that.
That's right.
Everyone's going to hate that from pretty much day one. Or G1 in this case.
Yeah, if there was a G1 Civil War, then it would be like Rodimus Prime versus Optimus Prime.
Oh God!
Oh, we already know who's gonna win that one. Rodimus all the way.
Oh yeah. Him and his him and him doubting himself. Just like, I'm never gonna be as good as Prime.
Anybody else got a wish we coulda?
He's the depressed emo kid that all of the modern youth is today. Oh, I'm never good enough.
Oh my God! Like I was trying to say, I had something I wanted to add on to because I thought I saw something better.
Yeah.
And this would be a cue from the comics. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to see Menasor argue with his limbs.
Oh yeah.
Because in the
his arm is going.
That would have been really
hand.
Just like him, like Dragstrip hitting himself and then like punching.
Because in the comics, there's like this whole.
It would have been even funnier if like Menasor like, all right, you're gonna punch this tree, and then like Dragstrip's hand comes up and he gives the bird like.
Just straight up.
I would have so much fun animating that.
Yeah, but wait, the thing is, let me just do this. So he's gonna flip off his entire hand like this. If he had perfect effect hands or whatever, it would be easy to animate.
It's called Saw.
Just like Adobe.
Just straight up.
Just pixelate it.
But that's what I thought would be like a funny concept, because it would also be a nice cue to the comics, because when Menasor was combined, literally every one of the Stunticons argued with each other. Like Menasor was trying to get them all on rally, Dragstrip was arguing with Motormaster, Wild Rider was arguing with him. Everyone was against him. They couldn't make up their mind on what to do because that was their first time combining. And I thought it would be a really cool concept to see in United, since this is literally Menasor's first combination.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Michael.
Yeah.
Stuffabot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard to differentiate you two.
Yeah. This isn't two Michaels. This is a catastrophe.
Exactly.
There's two Michaels. There's two Alexes.
Someone has to change their name.
Don't look at me. I was born with this name.
We'll just call you Stealth. Okay.
Nobody.
Okay, so I wasn't born with my name now. Okay.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, we're just doing.
Hi, my name is Nothing.
Hi, my name is Nothing. What's your last name? Nothing.
Nothing.
Thing one, thing two,
in the class?
Anybody else got a wish we could have done blank in season
I'm
1?
sorry, Stealthbot.
Yes, Bradley. How about you? We're gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, he's just there looking dramatically down the floor.
He wants a scene where all the
No, he's cleaning some
where
of his dishes.
Megatron
Leave
is
him
just
alone.
doing the dishes.
No, he's clean. Megatron's doing people's dishes.
Oh, scream!
By the way, I'm still waiting for that plate.
Megatron's doing people's dishes in the
Ah,
afterlife.
scream! Where's the dish detergent?
After
The
Megatron's
cabinet,
head
Megatron.
explodes.
I'm sorry. If Erictron, like his star scream. Michael, do you think we should? I really think we should have cast
What?
Eric as Starscream.
Is there
What?
is there anybody
Eric.
thing you would have done differently in season 1?
Oh, come on, dude. Why gotta rip Eric off like that? Oh, don't mind the voice crack.
You won't be able to do your voices anymore.
I mind the voice crack. I mind it very much.
Well, then I'm sorry.
It's like Armada Starscream all
Someone's
of a
going
sudden.
through puberty.
Well, Bradley, what?
It looks like Bradley and Kyle are having a conversation with each other, and none of us are in on it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I can't hear if Bradley's even talking.
Has he been silent the whole
Position
time
me.
he joined?
Bradley was talking. He was like talking, but none of us could hear him. He
We
was like,
can't hear him. He's been talking to nobody this whole time.
have you been trying to talk? I thought he was on the phone with somebody.
So then he's just there cleaning people's dishes while
The
we're
utter
just ratting around.
confusion on his face is perfect.
Yes, I
Like,
know.
what?
Lost a whole hour and a half.
He's just don't mind him. Just he don't
He's
mind him.
like,
Fix your mic.
He's like, don't mind me. Just
Something's
doing
going on,
people's
Bradley.
dishes. Does Bradley have a double life?
We wouldn't know. He can't answer that question.
Need to know.
Hey. No?
No.
he's probably having some microphone trouble.
No, he's just cleaning people's dishes. It
No
takes a lot
what,
of.
Dude, all of a sudden, I was like, Bradley's being awful quiet. He's probably been talking.
Yeah, it looks like he's having mic trouble. I can't hear him.
Can you hear
He's been
us?
talking this whole time, and none of us have acknowledged it until now.
No wonder he was
Ladies and
staring
gentlemen,
at the
this
phone.
is the fun that live stream brings.
Yeah, at first it was orderly. Then we just started interrupting each other throughout the.
Adam,
God dang you,
Adam,
technology!
Adam.
Why you always gotta crap out on
Tis
me?
the season
Shit,
to be
you
on
guys,
mine.
you just interrupted Bradley. Damn it, Michael Stealthbot. You were singing right when he was about to talk. Like he talked and he just started singing, and I'm just there like. Bradley is just there like casually
Bradley,
just
can you
staring
hear
at
us?
He can hear us. He
By
just-
his facial expressions, we know he can.
He
might
can
have
hear
to-
us. I just don't think he can talk back.
What?
Yeah, no one can hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
I heard him for a minute, and then like he just started. All I heard was and then Michael
Is he
started
in
singing.
outer space or is he in down under?
He's down.
under.
He's in the down under.
Under.
Yeah, but
Living
he
in the
wasn't
land
talking.
down
There's no
under.
audio coming from him, Alex.
I heard him. I heard him.
Women glow and men plunder.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
no
we'll
longer
come back.
presented.
You're insane.
Guys, I just noticed something.
Poor Bradley.
What?
Someone did my dishes.
What?
Was it Megatron?
Starscream.
I don't know.
was him.
I think it was Bradley. I mean, while he was.
Can you hear me?
That's a lot.
Hey!
You're a person again. You have words.
Yes. We hear you now.
I have a voice!
Let the voice be heard.
It's as if a voice cried out in the darkness.
I was gonna start calling you that no voice actor.
What were you gonna call him?
What?
No, I was asking Stealthbot. What were you gonna call him?
Yeah,
Alright,
Oh.
just give me some. Just put it right here.
That
Get me the water.
not voice actor because he wasn't speaking.
That's
So
silent
that
actor.
no voice actor.
One time.
what?
What?
Question, Brad.
All right, let him speak now, if he's able.
Yes. This is not my live stream. You can all just shut up.
It's going British on us. Everyone be afraid.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Megatron. Oh, I'm sorry, Beast Wars Megatron. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, damn it! He can do a better David Kaye than the actual English person here.
Yes.
Yes.
Water.
I completely forgot it was my birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you're slipping into Liam Neeson, buddy. Pay attention.
Oh.
What about Liam Neeson? What do you do? Well, you don't know anything,
Mine's
Michael.
better.
What are you
It's
talking
just
about?
Ugh.
You know nothing.
Just
You know nothing about
Played
Liam Neeson.
You should talk like Liam Neeson just the entire stream, and if you do that, I will talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, you start off as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But the thing is, his Liam Neeson voice is actually good, Alex.
That's why I wanted him to start off.
Is that just going to be the live stream
I-
now? We're all talking in different voices.
I can't lie. I can't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger. So your bad Arnold Schwarzenegger is better than my non.
Yeah, I was getting the
Schwarzenegger.
chopper.
We're going to get to Arnold!
No, I can't do it.
the jumper.
It is
It's
one of
not
my
Duma.
many limitations.
Put that cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
While we're on the topic,
that cookie down.
Michael's having his time.
we talked about the character Megatron, but Bradley, what was it like voicing Megatron and in turn Shockwave, considering they talked
Put
to
it
each
right
other
around. I'll fish in a minute.
Those were some of my favorite moments from the actual season so far. Was every time they sort of engaged with another, because I just knew it was just me on screen. Just me back and forth. I mean,
Wow, what an ego.
It was a conversation with itself.
it was
pretty much the
basically-
Rise of the Dark Spark level, but in this case, it was with Megatron and Shockwave instead of Swindle, Shockwave, and Dark Shot.
I mean, they were all pretty straightforward characters. I liked the way you portrayed Megatron in the series because I found him a lot more direct in this series than he is. I mean, he's very direct in other things, but most certainly in this series, he's far more direct, and just like anybody that talked back to him, you just like shut up, get out of my way. I know what I'm doing, focused, and he knew what he wanted to do, and like the way he would yell at Shockwave, Shockwave would confess, sort of health and safety reasons for, like, we haven't tried this out yet. He's like, just go ahead and do it anyway, otherwise I'll just annihilate you here. This is just do it.
Who keeps
And,
muting me?
You keep muting yourself.
It's not me.
I can assure you it's not Michael.
Wait, which one?
No, it is. Look at him.
Both
Look at
of
that
them.
smile. He
It's
just
me,
knows
Michael.
something.
Oh, wait a minute, I can't mute any. No, wait. Wait, can I?
There's two of us.
Yeah, but I know which one. I know
Who
which
could
one.
it be?
The one that has a deceitful smile on his face,
As for playing Megatron,
and the one that has a muting grudge with me.
What are you talking about?
I
always have a smile on my face.
No,
Why
you
don't you?
don't.
Yes.
as I was saying, Alex, before you rudely interrupted
Really
me.
interrupted.
Unbelievable, I can't believe it. You would do such a callous thing.
Well, you still haven't returned my plate.
I told you, I'm not bringing it back. It's mine now. It's part of my house.
No, it's not.
You don't know.
You don't know anything.
Next thing you know, you're gonna take my teapot right next to me.
That's
he's
right.
not
I'm gonna take
interested
your
in that,
teapot.
No,
Take
I
all your
think
plates.
Alex is gonna take it because he's British.
All your knives and
we're
forks.
going there.
Oh.
We're going there. Just because I'm British, I drink tea. Are we going there? You Yanks? Are we going there?
You will certainly drink tea, don't you? We all know this. Don't lie.
Don't you try to hide your guilty pleasure.
It's like, damn it, they found me.
You didn't catch me, Michael.
Talk that whole time.
Well, at least I muted you once in the live stream when we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and you went on a rant for 5 minutes straight, and it didn't realize you were muted until like you look over and you see me dying.
Yeah, I know. Because you caught me on a bad day.
Like it was
That
like
was
this. It was dramatic. It went.
It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up.
It was at this moment. It was at this moment that Alex knew he fucked up.
I'm gonna do it in my Morgan Freeman voice. It was at that
Just
moment.
you wait.
It was when he walked into Shawshank, I knew. He was fucked.
Oh, wow. You muted me.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
my.
No, I didn't.
Is this going to turn to one of those live streams where we just mute
Yeah,
each
you
other
did.
for the next half hour?
I
Well,
get to a point where everybody's muted and nobody will be talking at all.
that happened that happened one time between me, Kyle, and Hunter.
And
It was
the
like
next
just,
thing we're gonna hear
silence.
is it's just gonna be a bunch of ragtime music where we're trying to talk and no one realizes they're muted.
Everybody just staring at each other.
Yeah, like
Live stream Google Hangout Civil War.
Whose team are you on?
difficulties.
It's gonna be like an old Western movie shootout. Everyone's gonna be staring. It's like, okay, I'm staring directly into your soul. Don't you dare move.
No, it's gonna be like a shootout, and then everyone shoots each other, and everyone falls down and dies.
Well, then who's there to end the live stream?
That's the end of season 2 of United. Spoiler alert.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
That's
the
how
stream.
season 2 ends.
It ends muted.
No, I was talking about season 2 of United and the stream.
Yeah, in the stream where
They both end
We
muted.
could go on that kind of blaze of glory if we really wanted to.
No, if we really want to go dramatic, we have to play some dramatic music, and someone has to like fake die or whatever, and then we have to go like no, and then grab these dishes.
Oh, I'll be the first. I'll be the first to go.
Yeah, you
Gladly.
can make it more dramatic. I mean, if mine would be like, okay, Alex is dead.
Yeah, because no one would really care.
That is true.
Yeah, but who's the first person to always die in a horror movie? It's always the other guy, isn't it?
Always the one that strays away from
Alex
the
isn't
group.
black.
No, but I'm English, it's just as good.
I know. I'm never the first to. If I was in a horror movie, I'd be the last person to die because I always come armed.
With what, you're going to hit your mentor with them?
No, you'd be the first person to die because the writers would be so annoyed that they'd actually write you to your death. They'd have you trip on a stair and fall and
I've fallen
hit
down
your
the
head
stairs and
really
I'm still
hard
alive.
and you'd probably bleed to death.
I've fallen down. Are you kidding me? If
You start a wild loud noise.
Good lord.
an icicle fell on my head and I'm still not dead.
I mean, Alex, you're so talented you fell upstairs. That was a feat.
I actually did fall up the stairs a couple times.
How's that possible?
You don't
You
brag
walked.
about that.
He defies physics.
No, it's not impossible. Trust me, it is not impossible to fall
Screw
upstairs.
gravity.
Nothing
Tripped
is
on the
How
first
is that
step and just
possible?
kept
I didn't say
going.
that wasn't possible.
Nothing is impossible. Just
Screw gravity.
do it.
Get out of here.
He just tripped on the first stair and just rolled up.
my.
Whoa. I swear, I actually was walking up the stairs and then I
He
fell
just
up
trips
the-
on the first stair and he just rolls upwards and then he just lands on his butt at the top. And he's like, okay, this happened.
Just imagine that
ridiculous.
Michael. Just imagine that you're walking with me up the flight of stairs, and I just trip on the first way. You just see me roll up my way. Imagine how. Shit! I need water.
What are you, a fish? No, I'm kidding.
I can't swim.
Does anyone have any more Transformers United themed?
I was going to say, has anyone checked the questions?
I haven't gotten any more questions that haven't already been answered.
Let me see if Cool Reich sent me any questions.
Not why the hell are you talking
Who's
about
your favorite
flying
character
upstairs?
from Transformers United? That isn't your own.
Oh, that isn't my own.
Well,
I could definitely say it's not Silverbolt.
I'm not sure.
I guess douchebags can sympathize for other douchebags.
I have to say my favorite character was probably the grass outside. I mean, it took real hits out there.
Oh
The
yeah,
poor
it did.
grass.
It was in freezing temperatures when I filmed that. So that was freezing grass.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got a United question. Did you ever have any complications during filming between each episode?
Manosaur standing.
Yes, Minosaur standing and
Oh, I can
the
imagine.
last battle. I filmed it in freezing temperatures. I was very angry.
Dinosaur stand. He needs tighter legs. He just needs.
Oh, here's another question. Are you ever gonna get the perfect effect kits for your combiner?
Absolutely not.
Nah.
Get shut down.
I think everyone's
Yeah.
gonna wait for those to like lower.
I only have one, and I'm
One's gonna-
happy with it.
I mean, if I ever get them, I'd only get them for like cheap because for Menosaur, as cool as the perfect effect like body upgrades are,
$30 each, man. Like what the?
like if I see them go down to like below 20 or sometime, I'm
Yeah, like, I
obviously.
mean, that's reasonable, but like $30 literally for hands and feet and a new chest upgrade and like something for the lower portion. It's like
I could.
okay,
I can
yeah,
get
you're
those
gonna
on,
spend
like,
$60 for one combiner. That's
At least it won't cost you an arm and a leg.
And the funny thing is, like, I mean,
These slappers.
the chest and head, like the chest and head upgrade for Superion, that was $30 for 2
And-
pieces of plastic. No joke.
yeah. Then again, I like the perfect
United
ones
questions.
because
Yeah, let's move on to United and
I'll
Gleb's.
save that for the end chat if they're.
Or just ignore me, okay?
That's what you're here for.
I heard you. I just chose not to listen.
Ouch. Well, my questions were actually relevant to the requests of the creators of the shows.
Well then, shoot.
Yeah.
I already asked one. I said, what's your favorite character in the series that isn't your own, and why?
Oh.
I think that Starscream is probably my favorite because the level of comedic relief that he sort of brings. He just like you have like this intense like stereotypical cliche Megatron moment, and then you have like Shockwave just being Shockwave, and then you have Starscream just like breaks all the drama and intensity with like whatever it may be.
I found it funny that a Transformer had a brace.
I think the
or,
funniest
like,
thing from Starscream
okay.
is when his arm was in his sling. That was
Yeah.
so funny.
Starscream, how did you even break your arm? I don't know, Lord Megatron, it just broke. You useless Starscream.
Did you have a loose joint, Starscream?
Actually, yes, I think that was the case at all.
Starscream, you're pathetic.
Damn it,
You failed
Starscream, you failed me again.
I'm
No,
sorry,
I think it would have been more funny if Starscream's voice sounded like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Like so, Megatron.
Oh God.
Like no Megatron.
Oh, I've just.
I love
Well,
that with the sling. Though. That was
When
really
you
funny.
lose faith.
Did we explain the spleen?
Someone explain this. I am curious.
Okay. So in the I can't remember what episode it is, but Mirage is in the Decepticon base.
I think that was like in the episode 5, like
Yeah,
Stranger.
probably.
Most likely.
As he's walking, he figures out that he's locked in, and as he's walking around, you see in the background you were supposed to see Megatron just beating the snot out of Starscream. And
Like why Megatron?
Originally, it was
Because
going to be that
I-
Starscream was walking around like missing an arm, and then I realized it was going to take some serious work just to get the arm off. So like, okay, he's going to go in a sling now.
So that stupid mushroom head gets so tight you literally have to like rip his arm apart.
Just straight
Starscream
up.
should have been one of those full body casts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just wrap him up in tape and just make him walk around.
Have him like in a little Cybertron.
How does
back
one
wheel
full
shirt.
body cast?
Well, he's just going to be full mummy Starscream.
that was a nod to Megatron beat the snot out of him for some reason. And yep.
Because he could.
Yep.
Because he's Megatron.
Because he's Megatron.
Starscream, you're my punching bag.
Lord Megatron, please, I don't want you to do it. I don't remember giving you a choice.
It's like with John Bailey's Generation 1.
What, I have a question about United. Why don't we just let Bradley voice everyone?
Yeah.
Like that.
That won't kill his throat at all.
Go back
I don't know,
and
Hunter
forth.
almost already does.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm-
Kyle.
Hunter's like, I need a vacation. Bradley, take the wheel.
No, you know,
Go, my
I
young
think-
Padawan.
I think
Voice all the
Kyle
characters.
has the acting chops to voice everyone.
I have no talent. That is a lie.
Yet you managed to score Predaking.
Yeah, that's what everyone cast him for. I always see him as casted as
And
Predator King.
Skids and whoever else you voice in Infinite Chaos.
Everything that requires my natural voice.
Yep.
Oh, and Thundertron and United.
I like to Nolan North my way through acting. I use one voice for everything.
The funny thing is,
no, that's
You'd
not
be great
necessarily
with this.
true because you didn't use your regular voice for Thundertron for Union.
Well, because I sounded like a pirate.
You sound like a pirate.
I can
Do Thundertron,
I can imagine
Kyle,
Kyle
do it.
talking like a yeah.
Start
Do
talking like,
Thundertron.
yo! Kind of like that.
Yeah, yo.
So, it's bad. It's funny. I like it. You're all gonna get scurvy.
Kyle, it's like Kyle. What's your best pirate impression? Yo ho.
Yo ho and a bottle.
What's your best pirate impression?
It's gonna involve a lot of me yelling. I'm just gonna go with that. I yell. That's my motivation.
I feel like he just turned into Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I think Kyle should have like a Jack Sparrow moment in the middle of the live stream. He just dramatically stares in the camera.
I am dishonest, and a dishonest man should never think about being dishonest. It's the dishonest people you want to be worried about, because you never know when they're going to do something incredibly stupid.
I've got an interesting question, and I have an answer, in mind, because obviously I voice so many people. But for those of you that voice, more than one character,
That's me, yeah.
how does that process go for you in terms of, like, how do you record lines? Do you do so Bradley, like, for example, do you record Megatron all at once and then Shockwave, or do you go back and forth, or do you keep the characters separate?
When I get the script, I do a table read initially, and I sort of just have to go back and forth. So I'm sort of going, "Yes, Lord Megatron. What is a Shockwave?" And I'm just doing that back and forth.
Yeah.
But when I do record, I record one character at a time, and because you don't want overlapping dialogue.
Doing it one character at a time is just like the easy way to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Because the voice, at least for me, Dead End's voice is kind of just like a chill kind of growl. Meanwhile, Silver Bullet is very kind of like authoritative and like he needs to kind of like assert his power. So they're like kind of like two different personalities. So you can't really just go back and forth with it.
I think
He's asserting. He's asserting
Firefly's
his
voice is
dominance.
just normal voice, and then Motormaster, I have to make sure I do whatever he's gonna do last because that's just me yelling at my mic.
Yeah.
Time. Anytime he's quieter, I'm just standing.
That would be funny.
It's just me yelling at my mic.
Like if I were to do a role where I had to yell a lot, I could like imagine like in the background of my lines, you just hear my mom yelling, "Alex, are you okay?"
No, Mom, I think I'm dying.
I think for me, certainly this.
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks. Everyone's still there?
Yeah.
Everyone's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Sorry. Yeah, froze for a sec then. No, this is probably the only time I've ever done a Transformers thing where I'm not multi-rolling, so thank God for that. Yeah, whenever I've done multi-rolling in the past, I just do the same one and just do your lines individually. Like, do air raids and then something else.
If
That's
you're
just
really
how I
good
do
at
it.
conserving energy, if you're really good at conserving energy, then you could possibly pull it off and all in one recording, switching between characters. Say, if you're only doing two characters, you can, and they happen to have. I mean, if they don't have any scenes together, then there's probably no point to do that. But for example, Shockwave, where they do have converse at some point, you could do those individual scenes together. You don't really have to, but then it doesn't. Then again, it wouldn't really matter because I have no reference for the animation, so I don't know when they speak, how long they speak for. I don't know when the cuts are, so that's all up to editing. So it may not even end up like the first place.
Because am I right in thinking it's all edited? Like we record the lines, it gets mixed, edited, and then the stop motion's done around that. I assume.
If you're really good at if you're really fast and really good at variation and switching between voices, you could probably pull it off. But for the sake of your vocal box and your vocal cords and your energy levels, because your energy levels go down really quickly, especially if you're doing a very intense character like Megatron, where it's like all energy all the time, and it's just a lot of like you're just angry all the time at everything. and you sort of just have to manifest like this anger, and then Shockwave is like the complete opposite of that, where he's just there's no emotion whatsoever. You just
he
have
doesn't
to like
show any emotion.
it's the complete opposite. There's no passion. There's no empathy. There's nothing there. It's just basically talking as though you're having a conversation with someone, but even more dreary than that.
Just fucking it.
Yeah. Basically.
I don't know why, but just all of a sudden, since we're talking about Shockwave, I can just imagine Shattered Glass Shockwave being like all emotional about everything.
It's like, oh my god, the war! The war!
That would be really funny.
It's also depressing.
I feel like that's like a United one shot that should be made.
Shattered
yeah.
Glass
An
Shockwave.
emotional Shockwave. That should be
Yes.
a United Origins Shockwave.
No, it's like
Optimus Prime is coming!
Stay tuned for season 2, Shockwave gets extremely emotional when Optimus Prime asks him to the prom.
Oh my god! It's like, oh my god, Optimus, why are you asking me?
No, I thought it was Soundwave.
Like, Shockwave.
I thought we were pairing the waves together. When Soundwave asserts his dominance, Shockwave is just going to become all emotional.
That would be amazing. It's like a cutaway. It's like,
So
no.
basically,
Yeah.
In another
Shockwave
universe.
becomes Shockwave actually becomes like your average teenage girl in season 2 of United.
Oh yes, you can have a sweet 16 and everything.
No, his more like his sweet 16 million.
I'll start making the poster now, guys.
We threw
I'm
you
actually really tired. I'm
You have
gonna
to-
leave now.
No,
It's
and
getting late.
it's the funny thing is, like, you know, maybe you should have like what's it called? You should have you should have cuts like where every time Shockwave's by himself, he just like explodes with emotion, and then he expresses it in like and then he expresses it through dance.
I would love to play
no.
that role.
Like
I would love to
God.
play that role.
and then
Just
he like
talking-
It would be
and he
funny.
Like
It would be
Shockwave's
funny
like the
if
interpretive
Shockwave
dancer.
maintains his like.
then like he has like
That
a
would be
foot-
great. You know
and
what
then he
I
has, like,
think
a-
would be funny?
What?
Shockwave. What if Shockwave maintained like the monotone persona in public, but as soon as he became alone in motion, it would just like have to find some way of expressing
No,
himself.
through dance.
In each episode,
expresses
he find a
himself
new
through
way
dance.
of expressing himself.
I've just got
Episode
this-
1, you just straight up.
Episode
screaming.
1, dressmaking.
Episode 2, footloose dancing.
Oh,
An entire
it's all the way.
God.
He does a dance that Kevin Bacon does in Footloose. It's all like dramatic.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the 6-minute dance scene.
Yeah,
And-
that's the entire episode of United season 2.
And episode
Isn't-
3.
And then
No,
you're like,
spin-off series.
and then
So
like,
there's there's like
and-
yes, little Megatron.
And episode
Return to your work.
and then when he's about to do the dance number, he should like look like start doing this, like shaking his hand, and then like break out, and you see out of nowhere, you hear a faint Footloose song come up, and then he just starts like going through and dance, and then we have even more funny if like Starscream walks in and doing the dance number.
I was going to say because
What are you doing?
episode 3 should be Starscream discovers Shockwave crying at Titanic.
Ah.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna pause the conversation here because I'm really tired and I'm gonna leave now, so you guys can continue
Oh my God, it's-
on without me.
Sorry, I just realised the time here. It's about 5 a.m. Shit.
It's really
It's
late,
like 12 over here.
Yeah, well, it's
and I'm
approximately
really tired.
12
I
over
didn't
me.
get a lot of sleep the past couple of days.
Oh, yeah, it's not fun whenever you don't get no sleep.
So I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for having me. This was an
Thanks.
awesome live stream. You guys are awesome people. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
All right.
Adios.
I know, Michael.
Awesome.
Enjoy your sleep, Michael.
He's not going to sleep. I
Oh, I
know
forgot
it.
to say bye though.
No, he's not going to sleep. No, you should just send him a letter saying bye.
I will. Let's be like, hi
Upload
Michael.
Rebels.
Bye.
Oh, but and then bye. By the way, when is Rebels coming out approximately?
Oh God.
He will literally track you down and deck you with both legs over a table.
Well, if I send him a letter, he'll have my address. It won't take that
within
long.
the
No,
hour.
you should just like send him like this long paragraph message on Facebook saying, "We really enjoyed your time here on the live stream. We really
No, you-
appreciate your contributions and everything. We hope you
You
sleep
know-
well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye."
P.S.
Oh, P.S. When's Rebels coming back?
No,
Okay, bye for real.
I feel like it would be more dramatic or like funny if he sent him a letter, like handwritten, like 2-paragraph letter, and then it comes like a week later. We know, Michael, we really enjoyed your time on the live stream, but we didn't like how you showed up late. You know, we planned a time
Yes.
and you said you were gonna be there. Also,
Your
when is
tardiness will
Rebels?
not be
Commit.
By the way, when is Rebels coming out? And then you should like send him a return address
God.
so he can write you. And then like it's like he has a video of him. Like he sends you like an SD card with a video of him expressing his emotion with Footloose dancing.
With a
And then,
shockwave
like,
figure.
Yeah, and then with a Shockwave figure. And then it's just like. And then like he makes like little bootcut.
He's
jeans.
letting the figure express his rage.
And then like he just goes. And then
What
like,
do you feel about this, Shockwave?
Dance again. He's like doing the Footloose.
It's like Shockwave. You are the father.
Oh my God.
Of modern science.
And then he goes, and then he should be like, according to my calculations, you are incorrect.
Bradley, do you remember how we pitched Shockwave to you, like how we wanted the voice?
What's that? I
Remember how we pitched him to you and how we told you like what the character's trait was?
I faintly remember. Sort of. My memory. I'm an old man, you know, so I know I look
Who's my
young, but I'm
grade?
actually.
You're
actually
old.
nine.
If you're
I'm,
old,
I'm about.
I'm dust.
I'm. Kyle's not actually here right now. He died a century ago. he's just hanging around. No, I don't remember. Why? What was it that you said?
I think the words we used, Kyle, I think the words were obviously emotionless, and I think we wanted him to be creepy. Like, he just kind of stands there and does...
Mildly
So
creepy.
Megatron.
No, he's
Sort
like
of
a
just-
pervert, the pervert.
Cause,
A guy that just lingers.
It's like,
So Megatron. So you want to combine them? So I can build a pretty nifty one for you right here, right now.
yeah, like,
When
Come
at the same time.
come to my cellar. Give you some popsicles. You can
I
live.
think-
Shockwave, what happened to your voice?
So I did some multiplications because some people said I was a little too monotone. Yeah. So I decided to go for an average man on planet Earth. You know.
I'm not average.
Well, I love it. Continue keep up the good work.
Yes, Lord Megatron. Starscream, what on the earth are you doing?
Shockwave? Why do you sound like that?
So,
This is a
before,
little something I did to my
I'm
force
starting...
receptors.
Alex.
I'm starting to get a little sleepy, but before we wrap this up, there was a couple questions floating out there that I want to get to.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were going to talk about Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Soundwave's just a badass.
Jesus.
I like the introduction towards him and at the very end. That was cool. Who did the voice?
My computer.
Oh,
I'm not your light.
it sounded very like animated, but also with like a mixture of WFC and FOC.
Yep.
It was cool.
I like the way Shockwave comes around the corner. He just like pops up on the screen.
Hey.
Do you
and then
need help?
it would have been even more fun. It would have been
Oh,
pretty
you
fun
should have
if you
made it
did-
like a Skype call.
Yeah,
you should
just
have
like
like the introduction to Skype.
Let me investigate this.
and then like you have him set up the it's like Soundwave, can you see me? And he's like adjusting the camera, and all you see is like his eye just staring at the camera. Can you see me?
It's like too close to the
That's
eye.
not creepy
Like,
at all.
That's How's it going, guys? What's up?
Sorry, Lord Megatron.
I cannot see you. You need to move back from the camera. Is that better? No, move back a little bit more.
There needs to
No,
be like
it's
a
like
skit
this.
on your
It's like,
channel.
it's like
There needs to be like a skit on your channel now, Kyle, when Decepticons Skype.
Okay, now you've muted the microphone. Now I can't hear you at all.
But yeah, what did you guys think about his character? Because we've mentioned him in season 1 before.
wasn't he the one that created the combiner technology?
Yes.
He was the one who re-engineered it. Like yeah.
So like he essentially took like G-Axis's plan, altered it to his own specifications and such.
Wait, I just came up with an idea. Since
You
Prime,
are-
yeah,
Oh, sorry, Alex.
since Prime Soundwave's face is like sort of like a television screen, would that mean he like Skypes from his face?
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
His face is a touch screen. He's like,
He has
Someone's
to
calling
stand in
me.
a mirror so he can see the recipient.
Someone's calling. Gotta close all these apps.
he has to tap on his chin twice to get rid of the multitask.
But I kind of asked this because I don't know if you were going by like the full lore of like the Combiner story, but like were you essentially gonna go by like how G-Axis was the creator of Combiners, like how he went by Monstructor, or is this like a totally irrelevant?
No, we don't. We're not gonna do G-Axis, but we're gonna do something in terms of how the Combiner came to be, way back. Like,
Okay.
it's not a new like. I'll summarize it. The technology existed, so.
Right.
The first combiner was with the power core combiners.
Oh God.
No, but then
Those
the
figures were terrible.
technology got lost, and then we said in season 1, Soundwave, re-engineered it and kind of made the prototype for a modern combiner, and he was viewed it was viewed as a heinous act, and he was charged as a criminal for tampering with Cybertronian life forms, and so he was put in prison.
That's really clever.
Yeah,
So-
Brilliant.
Was he aboard the Alchemor?
No.
Hello, my name is Fixit.
God. Now I gotta start
now.
army building.
So yeah, that's what we said in season 1. Optimus kind of gave a brief history lesson of Soundwave. When he was Orion Pax, he remembered stories of Soundwave
When I was Orion Pax.
being a scientist on Cybertron, and he was charged with basically crimes against, we'd call it crimes against humanity, but crimes against, Cybertronians. Like
Cybertronian culture?
Yeah, just
yeah,
against-
because
You're being charged with crimes against humanity. What's that? I don't know. It just sounds cool.
to parallel
Like-
what Soundwave
Take
did.
him away.
so it'd be like almost trying to alter human DNA.
Yeah.
Some
It'd be
parts
weird.
like that.
Par-
Yeah, like
Well-
imagine trying to alter human DNA to make all humans combine into one.
Oh God.
God.
Wait, already the human centipede.
Oh,
No, not human
Soundwave.
centipede. Like imagine this, like your own head cut, like your chest opens up, your head flips in, and then the combiner head comes out.
Oh God, that'd be horrifying.
Essentially
For like your vertebrae.
Is-
So, for example, imagine this.
from
Imagine if Menasor was made out of humans.
Oh.
you.
did you hear about
Alex?
Derek? He's become my arm.
Alex, are you a serial killer?
I just
And
like to
do
put
you
smiles.
make art? And do you make art out of your victims?
I can already imagine like that horrible, vivid image, like hearing the cracking of the bones and crap whenever they're shifting.
Like
into,
this, like this.
each component.
You hear this?
Oh God.
this
No, but Michael,
or this.
You were saying, Hunter?
Michael, you're absolutely right. The parallel that I would draw is the from Human Centipede. Basically, Soundwave took Cybertronian forms and was modifying them to do something that, at this point in time, was unnatural. So he straight up is like it's like viewed as disgusting and heinous in his time, even though it's existed before. It's kind of like fallen out of the public eye. So
Right,
now
like they totally forgot about it after so long, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's being.
So Soundwave
People
is
would totally think of him like the townspeople thought of Dr. Frankenstein.
so
Chased him out of town. Chased him with
He's-
pitchfork.
he was viewed as a disgusting, and so we kind of touched on that with
No, that's a pretty cool story arc right there.
yeah.
That's really cool.
Is it going to be explored much more, or is this going to be alluded to?
So
it'll be explored.
he's going to show up, and he's going to be, obviously he told Shockwave that he's found out about Shockwave doing Combiner stuff, and he wants to come and kind of see what's going on. So we'll see how Soundwave reacts and how he how he
Now,
does.
is he going to pertain his FOC or War for Cybertron, Fall Cybertron look the whole season or the whole time he's there, or is he going to have physical, modifications like switches to different forms?
No, he's gonna stay that body.
All right. Is he at least going to have his little minions?
No.
No, we don't have any minions.
We don't.
Yeah, if they were since I can't find my War for Cybertron Shockwave. My mom probably put in one of the old bags, but since the only Soundwave I have right now is Prime, and he comes with a Minicon at Minicon chest mini Nesk Laserbeak. It's pretty
I'm still calling it Rat Bat.
Yeah.
No love for Rat Bat.
Yeah,
there isn't.
especially since the last incarnation we've had before Masterpiece at least was a Keytar Rat Bat.
Yeah, that one was cool.
That was the only love he ever got, other than G1.
What about Buzzsaw?
Poor Buzzsaw's in the land of forgotten Transformers with Barricade and Schultz.
And
I actually liked Barricade.
Yeah. No, Barricade's awesome, but everyone forgot about him whenever movie 2 came around because he never showed up. That movie 3 is oh look, he's that guy from the first movie. What was his name?
And he's dead.
Yeah, then he got sniped in the face.
He got sniped in the face and he got his leg blown off.
And then he goes, no. He's like, no, prisoners. And then he's like, and then he gets
Can I just ask a quick...
Yeah.
Whether you're allowed to say this or not, I take it since there's no Megatron, you've got no plans for Galvatron.
Actually, we don't.
Oh god. Good.
Yeah, there isn't really, even if they did go for one, there's the best Galvatron that's out there on the market, at least, depending on your look, is probably at least a Voyager scale, since this is probably what they're going for now. Since leaders are definitely out of scale with the combiners, since they come up to
that goes back to what we were saying about Megatron. Is there's really nothing we could do differently, and it's so predictable to have Megatron return as Galvatron. We just decided that was not an option.
Well, you could essentially use Galvatron as a separate being.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not suggesting you go with Galvatron, but that was just an idea.
I mean, sure, there are going to be people who's oh, Galvatron's back. Is it Megatron? No, he's a totally different person. Because again, it's kind of also a cue to the comics because in the IDW comics, Megatron and Galvatron are actually two different people.
It's Megatron's
Megatron?
No, it would be funny if it's why do you call yourself what? If Galvatron shows up, what was your name before you were Galvatron? It was Derek.
You mean Derek the Robotaki?
Now, I will say this: we don't have plans. We don't have plans for Megatron reincarnation to Galvatron, and I'll leave it at that.
What are you doing?
Do you have any plan for other possible combiners, such as
I will neither confirm nor deny any other possible Galvatrons.
Wait, what?
On that same vein, feel free to not answer this if this is spoilery, but is Unicron a thing in this world?
Unicron's not something we've touched on or planned.
He could be. It's come up in conversation at least once, but we haven't really settled on it.
But the thing is, how are you gonna the thing is, how would you introduce him in a series of combiners?
Well, I mean, it doesn't...
you can work your way around it because Cyclonus is essentially a herald of Unicron, and since Cyclonus does essentially form the torso for Galvatronus.
True, but that's also too stereotypical. That's been done.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
and since this series wants to go away from the stereotypical
That's
ways,
where it gets very tricky.
No, I'm not trying to think of like stereotype. I'm just trying to think of a way that it could work somehow. But it's like
I will say season 2. We're almost done with season 2, and there's no even hint of Unicron. And based on what we've got for season 3, there's no need for Unicron. So at this point, we don't have.
And I don't think Kyle even has a Unicron. At least I don't think so.
You got the Prime one.
Yeah, he does.
Is it bad that I've only got the Poxy 5-inch deluxe one from Cybertron that's really rather meek?
Hey, that one's awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
The skull face, though.
Yes.
I admire the skull face.
Yes.
I think my plans for it is to try and just scale it up, but that's certainly going to be interesting. But yeah, I mean, has anyone, this is just an open question, but has anyone ever sort of thought of Unicron as more of a sort of deity, like Primus, but isn't? Has that ever come up in anything?
Like the Antichrist, pretty much.
Kind of.
I think of him as Satan, and like in terms
The
of
horns do it.
Yeah.
The horns do it.
Horns the go-to.
Primus is their god, and Unicron is their Satan. That's how
Yeah,
I.
like I mean, he's literally seeking the extinction of Cybertronians and Cybertron to kill his own brother. So and that's pretty much like the same thing, with, like how the Bible goes with like, or I think it is anyway, but like yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean. This is the thing about combiners. You don't want to go into world building or anything when it's not needed.
Okay, I got a pretty unique question for United.
Cool.
Is there going to be any type of limb switch integration, whereas like how you had the aerial bots join with Optimus? Are we going to be seeing like Motormaster with the Combaticons?
See, we touched on that before you got here, actually. One of
we want to at least explain like how Optimus was able to do that.
Yeah,
right.
That's one
at the very least we can say we're going to touch on that a little bit.
We had some questions in mind of what we wanted the audience to be thinking and asking themselves coming out of season 1, and I think the biggest question is, why was Optimus able to combine with a Decepticon and it work? So we'll touch on.
Would that really matter though? Because in hindsight, they're all Cybertronians, regardless of their faction. They're not separate in terms of their biology.
Well, that's the thing, is Motormaster and his team weren't a successful combiner because they disagreed with each other. So imagine how a Decepticon listening to Optimus would
That's
react.
true.
He wouldn't
I guess if it's more a mental thing than a physical thing, then sure, that might pose more of a... Because if it's just physically, well, there wouldn't be any difference because they're all basically biologically the same, essentially. So mentally,
they can physically combine, but why was Optimus able to do it and have it work? That's the question.
Because he's Optimus. It's like I'm Batman. It's just he's Optimus.
I'm Batman.
I'm Optimus.
But yeah, we plan on switching some people around and explaining why it works.
Just a quick question again. On the process of like what you didn't like put in, not getting into spoilers or anything, but is there anything that you like were gonna put in the first series or the whole series in general, and then just decided not to go with, like at all? Not that you're gonna put in any future ones, just that you've decided to drop in terms of ideas or character concepts.
I can't remember. Kyle, do you remember anything that we've dropped?
I know there was. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The writing for this started a year ago.
Yeah.
You guys have done a fantastic job so far, and I can't wait to see how it progresses.
I think
like episode 1 actually was starting to be written a year ago. Actually, almost.
I think a big thing we had initially that we dropped was, I think we were going to have the Autobots combine with Optimus in season 1, like the Wave 4 limbs. But we ultimately dropped that, and that may happen later. It may not. As of now, you know, it's.
That sort of sounds like some sort of series 3 big confrontation finale type deal.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yep.
And that would be sort of like you're playing your trump card pretty much in the first series.
Yeah.
The the first series always needs to be a bit more subdued because you need to, make sure that all the concepts are fine. Then you can start going apeshit with them.
Yeah, we just thought that there were enough limbs out there to warrant, to warrant.
There were enough limbs, and they were honestly, we thought it was kind of like pushing it really on the number of characters that were in season 1.
Yeah, that was.
We didn't want to introduce too many from the get-go.
Right. That's another thing. We thought about introducing some more characters, but we had to drop severely how many characters we were introducing.
I think it was mainly Decepticons, actually. Like, hey, we need some Decepticons that maybe aren't going to combine. They're just going to be there.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Yep.
So apparently the core Decepticons are just numbering 3. Way to go, Megatron.
Because when you said about these background, well, not as much background characters, but these kind of non-combiner characters, were they like when you had to try and put a role to them? Because obviously the whole thing is about combiners, and when it comes to the bigger, what's going on there, man? When it comes to the bigger picture and that, did you find yourself sort of having to draw back to these characters? It's yeah, we've got these combiners, but we've also got Starscream, and we've got other Autobots aside from the ones that form the combiners. Is that sort of something you sort of had to go back on, or was that always were they always a part of the story? These sort of
people who are around that don't combine are around for a reason. Megatron obviously he served the purpose of controlling Menasor. Shockwave served the purpose of building them. The Autobots are kind of a little bit of a military. They're able to work without needing to combine. They're able to function as a team, and we didn't want to just have every single Autobot combine. But I will. That
was originally a plan, but that's actually something that was dropped. Actually, we originally just had everyone a combiner.
Right. So we dropped that. But everyone who's around, number one, has a reason to not be one right now. Number 2 has a reason to be around these awesome machines and these titans. So they all serve a purpose.
Right. Yeah, cool. Has the online thing, anyone asking any more questions on the web, or is that all quiet on that front?
I haven't gotten any questions in a while.
It seems like it's quieted down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like most people would be asleep right now. It's roughly, at least on my side.
We nocturnal people are still up at,
It's 5:30 in the morning, what the fuck? Am I still awake?
Don't worry, you don't need to sleep.
Who needs sleep?
Kyle needs to sleep, though. He's a morning person.
Kyle is just awesome at everything.
Well, while we were sitting here, I drew Optimus Prime's head.
No, give us let us see.
Preview.
I shall critique it.
There it is.
I see nothing.
Yeah, all I see is your logo, actually.
Are you for real?
Yeah. It's a very beautiful horse.
All I see is a Mustang.
How about now? Do you see me?
Beautiful.
I still see nothing.
All I see is that beautiful stallion.
I don't really see Optimus Prime.
You've been a logo for a while. I thought you actually just turned off your camera.
No, my camera was supposed to be on this whole time.
Oh.
And I guess it's just being a douchebag. And
how about now? Better?
Try leaving the call and joining back in, maybe. See how that works.
It's okay, my microphone failed me for most of this.
Technology, must you be a dick?
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm glad I got Sports. Right, I didn't think I would be able to.
Technical difficulties will affect everyone.
What I'm glad I was able to read.
There we
go. I didn't think I would be able to.
Better?
Yeah.
Oh my
you
God.
have a face now.
Well, you know what? I'm joining the face cam party.
Dearest Mike.
Finally, I don't need to worry about my hair.
Is it working?
Excellent. Yes. Yeah. We can marvel at you in your gorgeous aquarium.
Wow.
Nice.
The head of Optimus Prime.
Hold on, I'm trying to go back.
Lockbot's new channel logo.
That's
I kind of like the walk with the Autobot insignia. It's awesome. That's
that is pretty nice. Next live stream, he'll be drawing the rest of it.
He'll be drawing a hand.
That isn't drag
the left hand during this.
This is going to be drawing certain body parts of Optimus Prime and takes all the parts from the separate pieces of paper and just combines them all.
Next week, the foot.
No,
Just
more like the
Yeah.
tip of the finger.
Just one joint.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
even the
well,
not,
Since we're kind of wrapping everything up here, anyone want to see some recent additions to my collection?
Yeah.
no, why not?
So, Kyle, you remember Dreadwing?
Prime.
Yeah.
No, Dreadwing 2029. Well, his package finally arrived after 2 weeks of waiting, and I managed to get Drift.
Blue Drift.
Wow.
Blizzard
Oh.
Strike.
Oh, Drift.
Willfire.
Oh, you got Quillfire. That's cool.
And my favorite, but also, like, sort of skeptical, Thunderhoof.
Thunderhoof.
Ooh.
The fork.
The only reason I say skeptical is because his tractor mode is so tiny.
Yeah.
Thunderhoof.
I'm Thunderhoof, see? Oh, and just to let everyone know, Thunderhoof is still available for voice casting in my new upcoming Transformers stop-motion series oriented around Prime and Robots in Disguise, Transformers Union.
Excellent. All I've got.
And I
Cool.
and I managed to actually get someone to do Quillfire, who did a voice work for TFM Page 101 in his Combiner Wars Megatron review, and he did a lemon grab voice that sounded legitly like the actual voice actor. And since essentially they're the same voice actor, he...
Anybody else got any
Just wanted to show
questions or observations or anything they want to throw?
Oh yeah.
We wrap up.
We totally.
Have we seen any Legends figures?
Hmm?
He asked if we were going to see any Legends figures.
Legend?
Like not like Groove or Power Glide, but like, are we gonna see like maybe some non-combiner characters like Pipes or Huffer or Bombshell?
We'll have to wait and see about the Legends. That's all I'm going to say.
Fair enough.
We don't actually have an answer for that one at the time, actually.
Makes sense. Because since this is a combiner-oriented series, you can kind of have Bombshell have like a little bit of insight on combiners. Again, queuing to the comics because it's not a bad idea.
Well,
Where did Bradley go?
and
I think he went to go do stuff.
He went to go clean some dishes.
That's never going to go away.
Understandably, but I mean, okay.
Or maybe he's going to return my plate.
You'll go in the other room and find it
That's what I'm
there.
talking
You're
about.
never gonna get your plate back.
Yeah, even if I go by, and even if I need to go to his house to get it, I'm getting that plate back because that's my salsa eating plate.
anything else jumps out at you, people? Any
Special plates.
cool things?
Or does anyone just have any final remarks before we close out?
Yeah.
Mm,
You like broke up on my side so bad I didn't understand what you said.
Any final remarks?
no.
Air raid spinoff.
Air raid spinoff. Do we know?
Sorry.
We
I
need
don't
know.
a shock.
United
emotional-
Civil.
United
emotion.
Civil War.
We need an emotional shockwave spin-off.
Yes, that's actually not a bad thing. Like he should like show some emotion sometime down the line. Like
No,
even
but
like if it was just
he
like
needs
a one-time thing.
he needs to be alone when he does it. That's the thing. Like a Megatron walks out and then he just like lets out like a yelp and then starts dancing his emotions out. Because he's a pretty spindly dude, so he should be able to do some pretty good moves.
Of course, he would do what is logical.
To dance is logical.
To dance
Dancing is logical.
That should be the title of the series. Shockwave. Dancing is logical.
Shockwave episode dance and Shockwave episode 1 dance is logical.
Yes.
If
Singing is logical.
if that's all, I do want to say I truly appreciate first and foremost, Kyle for being my partner in crime and all this, and all the voice actors and all the people who were watching. Like this show is only, I guess it's popular. It's only got the following it does because of you guys. I mean, yeah, I can put some words on paper and it sounds good, but when Kyle films it and edits it, and you guys put your voices in it, and the people watch it and enjoy it, that's where the magic happens. And I really, truly appreciate every single one of you guys and what it's become, and I'm super excited to start. Already started on season 2. I'm super excited to get there and start work on season 3. So
yeah, same here.
Kind of piggyback on that. No matter how big or small your contribution is, it's so much appreciated, and we're.
I just hope forward
kind of blessed to have it.
Providing voices, because I like being part of United, even though it's like Sorry, everything cut off on my end, so if I interrupted you, I apologize.
No.
I just want to say, on behalf of you and Hunter, I want to thank you both for allowing me the opportunity to be part of such a significant series. I honestly think that United is going to be going a very long way. It's very unique, very different than any other Transformers stop-motion series, or honestly, just anything in the Transformers lore together. And we're just playing a small part now for the time being until, like I said, or like you guys said privately to me, even just being Prowl, just being one character, it's really fun, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. Cool.
So, like I said, thank you guys.
I'm just going to second that. Yeah, I'm just going to have to say thanks, guys, for this, brilliant project so far. Playing Air Raids has been brilliant. And thank you for thinking I'm half decent enough to even just be with this group of people. You're all too good. And I know I'm already knockout on your other series, so I hope basically any other opportunity I get to work with you guys will always be a treat. And let's keep this going, because it's going brilliant, right?
I have to say, I'm really happy that I had at least 2 lines in this entire season 1. I really put my heart and soul into those very soft words I said. It was a real experience. So I look forward to having more than 2 lines next season.
You will.
Yeah. Next thing you know, by the way, Sunstreaker's been pushed back to season 3.
Yeah, he dies off in the first minute.
Yeah, that's gonna be the running gag. Sunstreaker got pushed back a season.
We haven't really got a place for him in the series anymore. It's been 1 minute into the first episode. Yes, he's run his course.
Yeah, as soon as the stream's over, they're gonna break the news to me. I just know it.
Well, in the movie, you can't work out where he is anyway.
That was something else that I kind of wanted to. That was kind of something that I wanted to spike a question. What made you guys want to decide to use the figures that you used for the cast, like Armada Blur as Mirage and IDW Bumblebee as Sunstreaker?
It was actually the lack of figures that resulted.
Because it still works. Like,
yeah.
I didn't think that it would work, but honestly,
it took
really
some catching on, but I think it's worked.
IDW Bumblebee was yellow, and that was enough.
Yeah,
there was the Legends Bumblebee. He died.
Yeah. Bumblebee. He died off screen. Yeah,
that's my favorite part of United, by the way. Motormaster kills Bumblebee, and he dies off screen.
The lack of anything on screen is the best
It would
part.
be more funny if, like, before Bumblebee dies, it just gets cut off right there, and then you just go back. Oh, where's Bumblebee? I don't know.
You kind of see him once, and he's in pieces.
And then, like, it would have been funny if Bumblebee just had, like, an off-screen death. Like,
once he stays dead.
What happened to Bumblebee? He died.
He just fell over and fell apart.
I don't know what happened. It's not my breath.
He tripped off the stairs and his head fell off.
He tripped up some stairs.
He tripped up some stairs and his head fell off.
That's the worst kind of tripping.
It was up a downward escalator, so it was a real struggle for Bumblebee.
He couldn't figure out which one to go up and which one to go down.
He went up a down escalator, and then he tripped, and then now he's going up the elevator while it's going down.
He's trying to go up the down elevator. He's trying to walk up the down elevator. He's like, I just can't do it.
You know, some people say Bumblebee's still rolling up that elevator.
We thought it was
escalator.
opposite day.
And me and my friends, we actually decided one time when we were at a mall to go up the down escalator, and it was actually a lot easier than you think. But for poor old Bumblebee, he tripped. Now he's still rolling up the elevator while it's going down. So
I mean, if you're really lazy, you just lie down on the black things on the side and just sort of like be taken up like a conveyor belt.
I actually did that. Except I hung on to one of the side belt rail belts, and I started walking along it like I was walking on like the side of it.
Yeah. So that's for the really lazy people.
No, and then you got the really lazy people who are like literally just hanging on the side of it, holding onto the railing while it's going up. I've seen that before.
I can see that already.
Yeah, no joke. The guy was just holding on to the side.
I think they really kind of want to go to bed. So
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
Oh my gosh, there was that question and answer thing open the whole time.
You serious?
You will not really. No one used it really. There was an actual question and answer section.
Is it filled with questions of any kind?
No. Anyways, Bradley, you got any closing remarks you'd like to add?
I'm dead.
Thanks. Yeah. We're all dead.
I finally died.
I think the closing. No, Bradley, I'm not gonna leave this chat until you give me back my plate.
Oh, you'll have to come and get it from me.
Just email me your address and I'll just swim over there. Even though I can't swim, I'll hitch a ride on a shark.
I'll try. I'll just dive into the water and just sink.
Yeah.
Well, I think on
that
all
the way over to where he lives, where there's sharks and stuff in the water.
I'm Russian, so I could maybe call up one of my Russian friends over in Russia. They could send me some vodka floaties, and I'll just find my way there.
Alex, what do you need this?
Still got sharks and shit to worry about, dude. You're gonna die.
No, I'm gonna take a whisk, and or like one of those mechanical whisks. I'm just gonna twirl that and use that as a propeller while I'm swimming through the ocean.
Oh.
I'm gonna have some floaties with me so I don't sink. I'm just gonna you see, you look out your window and you just see me rolling along with that.
God.
You look like a dog pedaling.
Anyways, I think the lesson we've learned from this live stream is that Bradley is a plate stealer. Don't let him ever do your dishes.
He says he does them for good, but he takes your dishes. He takes your most valuable china and uses it for his decor.
I'm like the tooth fairy, except I'm the plate fairy. I just...
If you lose a fairy.
No, he takes your plates, but he doesn't give you anything in return.
If you get a clean plate, put it under your pillow at night, and I'll come and I won't give you anything. I'll just take the plate from you.
Actually, it's probably you need a dirty plate so that way you can go clean it. The dishes.
Yeah, and so then
No, because that's payment. The payment is a perfectly clean plate.
On another related note, Transforms Under Oath to show you guys the side. Yeah, look at this.
But Bradley, my plate was dirty. Why'd you take it in the first place? You cleaned it and then you took it.
Tiny.
You get one. You get one. One dirty plate.
Everybody gets one.
Under Oath was a
I
tiny
cleaned
treasure.
it. I took it as payment.
It was like that Family Guy episode where Cleveland fell down the
Kyle, I
rock
think
hill.
you're right.
Spider-Man
He's
catches
not really
him.
an impressive
He's like,
mob
thanks.
boss if
And then
you
Cleveland goes like, thanks, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man just looks directly in Cleveland's eye. He's like, everybody gets one.
Yeah. That Thunderhoof looks like a tiny clown car. The giant fork on the front of it.
You just see Joker
Instead
come
of
out
a bunch
that
of clowns,
car.
a bunch of tiny farmers come out of them.
I just image a bunch of mini-cons coming out of them. It's just an endless supply of them.
Anyways,
Anyway, guys,
to viewers who stuck it out this far, I want to say thank you for watching.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
they're dedicated. I gotta tell them
Yeah,
that.
no, we've actually got 2 right now. I congratulate them.
Standing ovation.
Thank you for watching.
The best I can do is lounging.
Yes.
Also
Stay
want to
tuned for
thank
Season
you.
2 then.
Stay tuned for more fun live streams in United Season 2.
I didn't realize this was your channel.
I'm
We're
just
ending on
here.
that note.
I'm just here to send my help.